no life.
Welcome back,
Please
everyone,
help
to
me.
episode 4 of the IamDJKast. This week with us, we've got, I think we had the same group last time. But anyway, we've got Alpha, Link, Phoebe, Pikachu, and Spuddy. Just yet again, going to be talking about various topics and just have a little bit of fun with it. I want to start with, some of you haven't been playing it, but Pokemon MMOs, Pokemon Planet, Pokemon Blaze. I want to start with that topic and talk about all of us that have been playing it and what we've been enjoying about it.
Let me stop fishing on Pokemon Planet right quick and close the game so we can have a conversation.
Perfect sponsorship deal.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So, who's been playing it?
I have.
Well, I have.
Thoughts, opinions?
I started it, then I just said no because I found it too difficult.
Too difficult. What did you find
It's
difficult
a
about
grind.
it?
Yeah, MMOs are generally grind heavy.
Yeah,
It
the fact
just-
that
I
you
don't
can't
have-
use items in battles. Like, I'll quickly recap my experience with it. I'm not a battler. Everyone knows me as I'm a shiny hunter. I stand there and sit there and scream over different coloured pocket monsters, basically, don't I?
Well, you used to scream anyway.
Fuck
Yeah.
off. So I've learned a lot with this game. I've learned that you can win battles without using items. I've learned how to EV train Pokemon, abilities of Pokemon, different attacks, physical attacks of Pokemon. I've never learned so much shit about battling than I have because of this MMO. And I can see why people enjoy doing battles. Because I hated
Oh,
it.
yeah, it opens up a brand new fucking
Because
window
it's so,
into the
yeah,
game
because
for
it's
you.
so in depth.
Yep.
Which I
Like,
never
shit
realized.
actually matters.
Yeah.
Like, most people, when they play through a Pokemon game, you and I, we're all guilty of it. I'd say every person who's played through a Pokemon game at some point is guilty of this because not everybody just knows going into it that certain Pokemon give you certain EVs.
Yeah.
And those EVs affect the stats. And if you want the Pokemon to have its maximum potential for whether it be biggest damage output or the biggest defense or anything like that, you want it to be the best it can be at what it does, then like you can't just knock shit out willy-nilly. But that's what we all do.
That's what I used to do. Yeah.
Right? We first get our starter, right? What was the first thing we do with our starter? We run out into that first patch of grass and we grind that bitch up to level 10 at least because we know we're going to need it. Right? And then we're catching the first of everything we comes across, and then we're knocking the rest out and we're not giving a fuck because we need the XP.
Yeah,
Right?
unless you're doing a really hard Pokemon challenge, join you're using good casual playthrough. EVs are non-existent. You have to care about EVs unless you want to have a small boost, which isn't necessary in a casual playthrough.
Yeah, on a casual playthrough, yes. Like, we've all done a casual playthrough, and then when we want the really good thing, we go back and we grab a duplicate, and then we just EV train that. But, like, when we first go out into it, we don't know. The point I was trying to make is that we don't know that knocking shit out willy-nilly is going to basically hinder the growth of the Pokemon that we're intending to grow into the best it can be. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I agree. What why have we put so many hours into a Pokemon MMO? Why are we choosing to play an MMO at the minute over a legit Pokemon game?
I think it's just the new is something new. For me, it's something new. Something other than just normal. Bit harder. You have to be more. You have to think more about what moves you use, what Pokemon you have, what Pokemon you switch into. More of a. It's more of a more problem solving game other than just spam A in battle.
I agree. I think the big thing about it for me though as well is I get to just play with my friends.
No.
You can
Yep.
literally walk. I was waiting for something like that off you. But the fact you can run up and down in the same patch of grass for hours on end and literally have the other person, one of your best friends, right next to you, just walking up and down, training your Pokemon or looking for shinies. I think that's great.
Yep.
Yeah.
For me, what's great about this MMO, like discovering this MMO and why I'm not really playing a mainstream Pokemon game right now, is because, well, one, I kind of fell off of Pokemon a little bit, and I was in a bit of a rut, and I wasn't really playing it other than like Pokemon Go on my phone, blah blah blah. But for me, like you said now, one, you got your fucking buddies right there alongside you. But for me, the biggest thing is, as someone who's played Pokemon since Red and Blue, and I've played through every generation up through, and the one thing that every hardcore Pokemon fan truly wants, we've talked about this 100,000 times. I'm gonna say the fucking elephant in the room. The reason why everyone's playing it is because it's a fucking Pokemon game that takes us from Kanto right through. It's a full fucking story.
Yeah, you're right.
Like,
How do you guys feel about the grind aspect of it? Because it looks quite a ball ache at times from the outside looking in. Like it feels a bit excessive in terms of what you've got to do to get places. Like I remember speaking to Dan, and he's got a level 50, and he's like fighting level 70s, and he's saying it's going to take 4 hours to get up to level 70 so he can compete with them realistically. See,
well,
it's different because I'm going to take this from the aspect of like I've played other MMOs, like I've played like all grindy games. I've played like Path of Exile quite a lot, and the difference is that when you're doing
Mr. Addict.
yeah, I definitely was addicted. But when you're doing those, you get like loot and stuff like that. So if you're grinding, there's always the chance that you could get something in those. So let's say I'm grinding for 4 hours to get to like level from 89 to 90. Whilst I'm doing that, I'm also finding stuff, and I'm also like there's always the random chance that you get something that's worth a lot, or something cool that you can like use in with your character. It feels like if you're just sitting there for 4 hours clicking a button to kill Magikarps, you're not. It's not that same. Not got the same aspect of a grind that's got that reward factor to it. It just feels like a grind. If that makes sense.
I agree with that. There is certain areas in that game, like I was down in Hoenn Victory Road, just killing tentacles over and over and over and over and over and over again. And the thing that was driving me insane is it just felt so pointless because it was long. I'm getting the tiniest amounts of XP for it. So just recently, as of today, I've moved my location. Yeah, I'm knocking out Pokemon that are a lower level, so I'm getting a little bit of less XP. But I'm going for Snorlaxes that have a chance of dropping leftovers that are worth just over $1 million in the shop. So for me, then, that has a bit more of a purpose of the grind because I can get something out of it. Like you said, Spuddy, like playing MMOs, you grind to get the good fucking loot, don't you? Whereas there's certain Pokemon in this game that you can grind and knock out over and over and you get fuck all for it. You get a couple of Pokeballs, a couple of potions. That's why I think
but
I don't know, it's
even
weird.
Even the couple Pokeballs or couple of potions, like Spuddy said, now you're still getting loot for knocking out a Pokemon every now and then. And then every now and then you hit the elites, and sure, they're a bit harder to kill, but you get better loot. And then if you're real fucking lucky, you get the shiny, and that's almost like as good as fucking getting any fucking loot. Like fucking, hey, I got the fucking shiny. Fuck yeah.
Because in this game as well, context for those on YouTube, if you get a shiny in this game, the IVs on it are 20 plus. So the stats on it, and if you get the right nature, that's down to RNG, obviously.
Yeah.
But that shiny can be fucking amazing.
I think the 20 plus IVs guaranteed is in the science ones because otherwise you'll grind forever. You can get a shiny, but all the stats are under 15. That's pretty much useless in competitive. Now they're non-shinies better.
Last night I got around there, and he's got a neutral nature, and I think he's got 31 speed and 31 attack. And then, like he said, now the rest of his fucking stats are 20 plus. So, like, all I need to do is fucking EV train that to the competitive build I was looking at. That's like 200 EVs in the HP and like 252 in attack and the leftovers in the speed. And then that thing's a fucking tank.
I have a question about the Pokemon MMO. When because you said it goes from region to region, is it like, say, the whole of Gen 1 will be like from level 1 to level 20 and it's like hard to get levels? Or
No,
will it be
no.
like you just go to 1 to 100 then the next region like reset? Or
No, I think
Nope.
it's one. No,
Yeah,
It's more like
go on.
1 to 45 is
Yeah.
is Kanto.
50, 50 upper levels in the latest Class Elite 4 members. It's around
But
50s.
also, as you progress through, I'm pretty sure I haven't seen like numbers or I haven't looked at the guide, and I don't really know anything about like the opponent's coding. But I am convinced that like when you get to like say the Hoenn Elite Four, like they're using properly EV trained Pokemon that have megas and like fucking
The right
like it's
items. And fun fact, it increases in difficulty. So all gym leaders get, I think it's like a 10% every region you go up, and then the Elite Four get a 20% increase in stats. Then they'll have the right EVs. Then they'll have the right item for that
Oh, God.
Pokemon. And then
Yeah.
each gym member from Hoenn onwards has a guaranteed mega on their team as well. So you'll always go through with your same Pokemon that you've trained up at level 100, and you just keep going with them, that team. I don't know how it'd feel, say, like what you said, Phoebes, if you'd say, like, you get to a Kanto level 100 with your team, then you reset for Johto, then you reset again for Hoenn. Because I was a little bit gutted that I didn't get to pick the starters for Johto and Hoenn as well. Like, you have to
that's
hunt
one
them,
big
don't
thing
you?
that yeah.
I wish I could have.
Yeah.
I kind of wish you could start again.
But no, at
Yeah,
least
But I'm a bit on the
getting
fence
started
about
is
it.
a good thing. This getting a start is something new as a reward. You beat Elite Four. Now have ability to get a rare Pokemon that's otherwise really rare to find in the wild, which requires a lot of patience and other stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
'cause it's like 1 in
Like,
I
5,000
think
to get a
one of the
starter.
reasons why I've not played it is because I would get annoyed really easily. If I would get annoyed at a really difficult game, and I just wouldn't play it again for like a year. Then I'd just forget about
I'm with
an
you on that.
MMO.
I'm with you on
Do you-
that. But go on.
I was gonna say, do you guys think that I'm guessing. See, you're in about the third region out of 8. Is that right? Roughly.
I am, yeah. Alpha, you are as well, aren't you?
Do you-
I'm currently grinding, so
And Link's not
I
far behind.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm starting to re EV train my team up because my EVs were all over the place. So
Yeah,
So
that's become a standard practice for me in this game is whenever I decide to switch out a new Pokemon onto my team, it doesn't matter what the fuck I'm doing at the time, I always backtrack to certain areas in Kanto and I'm just like, all right, I gotta go back and I gotta get my fucking EVs straight on this little fucking thing, and then I can go back
I've
to the
been
later
there.
regions with it and
Yeah.
fucking put an XP share on it and fucking just start killing shit and hope this fucking pray that someone activates the Arceus blessing.
Yeah. I
do
know.
do you think that you'll finish the game? And is there an end game at the end? So like a post. So I'm guessing obviously you get from region 1, you get to region 8. Is there something to do after that, or is it literally just you make your way through, and then once you're there,
See,
you can
I asked in the chat of the game, like, do you get anything for completing the Pokédex, which is a big feat in any kind of game, really, isn't it? The disappointing thing is they say you get a pat on the back. That's about it. You
I
can
think
go all the way through to Kalos. I think Kalos is still in the works, or it's here, but something like that. And you do get some nice rewards for becoming the champion of Sinnoh, I think it is. But no, Unova, it's Unova, innit? So if you become champion of Unova, you get some really cool like items and loot or whatever. But then after
'cause they're-
that, you can do battles with your clans. You can hunt down the legendaries. You can do tournaments with other people. But apart from that, you're gonna hit a wall eventually. I think once you beat, the main objective, so to speak. Unless you want, if
then
you're really hungry for hunting, then you can go and hunt for shinies or legends.
then it just becomes an MMO level grind, basically, to
Yeah.
have the
Yeah.
best of the best of everything, right?
Yeah,
Like,
you're getting a good nature, all the pseudos in a good nature, good moveset.
I will say though, they are one thing I really do like about it is they do seasonal events. We've got an Easter event coming up, and they're actually making a custom Easter map that's going to have different rewards, more XP for Pokemon. The rumor has it that you're going to be able to get hold of a Celebi somehow. So I like, and apparently they did it last year as well for Halloween. They did a full Halloween map, and there was a currency called Brains, and that kind of shit's good because that adds the replayability. It's like a little seasonal DLC.
That's
'Cause
quite
then
cool.
It's not a
Also,
constant grind.
Some continuously updating events, which
Mm.
will always add something new
I'll
to
always
the
get
game.
behind stuff like that.
Because in my
one
head,
MMO, one MMO that I play not too often. Like I come back to it and again, but there's this MMO called Pokemon Vortex that you could just like walk. It's like its own region.
That's
And,
what Blaze is
like,
going to be
you
doing.
you can like face gym leaders like Kanto, Johto, Hoenn, and there's also like side quests you could do. Main thing is if you beat all the gym leaders and all like boss type battles, you could find legendaries in the wild.
Yeah, that's similar to Planix. I think it's like 1 in 20k to find a legend and stuff like that.
No,
Somewhat.
125k actually.
Oh, there you go.
Jesus Christ.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that's a
I still remember that after the 2 times you mentioned it, it's 125k.
Because
Finding a legendary.
in obviously like this is just a brainstorm idea, but like surely something cool that you could do with a Pokemon game for say an MMO like that is you complete like so you get through the game, you've done the 8th region, and then you've got like so you could grind for let's say the legendaries, but in a way that's not just going around hunting. So you could do like obviously similar to how they've implemented the battle towers now, yeah, in the normal games.
Yeah.
They could have it so that let's say that the end of those 8 regions is just the start of the game, and I think that's what a lot of MMOs that are good do is that you complete the story, but that's realistically like the tutorial, if that makes sense, and then the end game really starts after that. So you could do like a battle tower system where let's say it's like 6 battles, you got to win them all in a row. So you've got to really like build this team like as good as you can, and then at the end, let's say like the 6th person all has 100 level 100. They're all EV stacked or whatever, and they're all legendaries. Yeah, so they're like near impossible to kill. So you got to have a really good team to beat these fuckers. And then at the end, you get like one random legendary or something like that, and that's how you continue the grind after the game. Because at that point, as I said, once you've still got that challenging element at the end of the game, so you've still got something to do afterwards that's not just a grind in terms of going around and finding stuff, but also a bit of a challenge at the same time. I think that could be cool as an idea.
Yeah, because I think when a game challenges you, go on, like.
Yeah, they have challenges where you can get if you catch certain amount of different Pokemon catches overall, you reach different levels, get different rewards, of course, with increasing rewards the higher levels. So I think that's the similar thing. But you can always it's always something you can do in the end after you beat all the story.
Yeah, wicked.
And not only that, like you always have like your rare swarms, and you can catch a bunch of the really rare ones if you're really lucky, and fucking then you can kind of flood the market with rare ones at a fixed price that you set, and like, you know, there's like there's almost a little financial marketplace side of it that you can like
manipulate if you want to.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Another, like as I said, quick question I was going to have was: is there a case where is there anything that you have to do as a collective? Because obviously you're an MMO, so you've got all of these online. You know, you're playing with other people, and you can see them walking about. Is there anything like, similar to your World of Warcraft, for example? You've got to go to a dungeon together. Is there anything like that in the
There are they're called world boss, which say much an extremely difficult legendary, and
Wicked?
I think it depends on how much world boss. Depending on how much damage you do during the boss, you get different amounts of rewards. I think that's the only.
Yeah, there's different legendaries as well, bosses. It'll tell you there's 60 seconds till let's say Articuno, I seen the other day. Articuno spawns somewhere in Kanto, for example. You got to go find it. It's level 85, so that's already terrifying. Then it's elite as well, that adds it even more tougher, so it's even stronger to beat. And then you've all got to try and take it down together as a server, and they kind of rank it in the person that's done the most amount of damage downwards. So like the top three people will probably get the best rewards if you've hit it the hardest. If you say like hit it for, I've seen people hit it for like 300,000 damage. That'd be like the top prize, and then someone can hit it for like 100, and then they give you like pity prizes. If you just tickle it, a little bit.
You get a participation reward.
Yeah. It's like, well done for trying.
You tried.
Yeah.
Here, your cocoon on the head.
Yeah.
But
so it's quite good that they have that, because you all have to rally up together and go try and take it down. If you got the Pokemon to do it, I tried it. I couldn't touch it. I literally didn't touch it, so I didn't even get pity points. I was fucking well upset. I got slapped.
Yeah.
I couldn't even get an attack out.
Yeah, whack dead. My whole team's dead, and I'm back in the Pocket Center. Good.
It was extreme speed, and it still outsped me.
Yeah.
But there's also clan wars. Clan wars are a thing.
I don't understand clan wars a little bit though. I know it's something to do with battling each other or something or another, and if you do well for your clan gets points and rewards, but I don't know what you get, because we haven't done it yet, have we? Because we're not up there yet.
No.
I think also there's some.
Don't call it TM16.
Yeah.
God's sake.
No.
I'm starting to think that. Honestly, I'm
on.
starting to think that like between Wolf, Cat, Cosmic, you, me, like we got some. Like we don't have the levels yet, but we got the fucking battling know-how to be able to fucking do some serious damage.
I think there's also some tournaments that go by regularly, and I think I saw them in the chat popped up. Here's I think it was Uber tournament. X number of players remaining. Next battle in 60 seconds. Yeah, there's some regular.
Yeah, those are tournaments that you enter individually too. Like those are PvP tournaments.
Yeah, it's a bunch of extra stuff you can always do. You can always aim for the top.
Can I tell Spuddy the name of our clan?
No, of
course.
I was typing out the clan name, right? And obviously IamDJK, we've got IamDJKast because it works. I did try and type IamDJ clan. I missed out the J, so we are now Declan.
I am Declan.
Sorry,
I am Declan.
Hold on, let me just process.
I am Declan.
Or you could say it as I am D-Clan. Oi, oi. You know what I mean?
I am Declan. That's how bad it was. I don't know why, but I missed out the J. So we're all known as I am Declan.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Damn it,
yeah, I'm a fucking shit.
That's one of those where you click the, are you sure you want to go ahead with this? And you just read it and go again. And you're like, oh, yeah, hold on. I've missed a letter there.
Don't.
I don't need a fucking read. I would have got it right first time.
That's what I must have thought. But no, I
Yeah.
got it wrong.
I don't make mistakes. Hold on. Well,
Oh,
we can try
Splatter's
and
just said in chat, I was messing with the rank system the other day, and you can get points from winning against other players. These points allow you to buy certain items. I never actually knew
I
that.
think most games
Yeah.
have some form of ranked PvP point system.
I've noticed that though. We had Wolf with us today, who's part of the clan and the stream, and me and this other random person was mining for gold because every now and then you'll get a gold rush, so you can get more gold. So today I've experienced the fucking assholes that try and rob your fucking gold. When you're mining for the gold,
clip
it's
that
so
morbid that
infuriating,
you-
right? So then Wolf comes up, this fucking kid's like nicking off this girl. He comes nicking at me. I'm shouting all kinds of shit at him. He's back and forth, nicking all that gold. So Wolf comes strolling along and then battles him, claps him.
Can you
But then
clip
he
that
fucking comes
morbid
back and starts
cut?
nicking me gold again. I'm like, fuck off. It's my gold. Get your own rock. So you can't actually randomly battle people, like, even in scenarios like that.
Yep, /battle at the person.
And he
Kinda
just
funny.
beat him,
Funny.
and then he still come back. I was fuming.
I challenged a kid to a kid fucking was nicking my gold at the gold rush there last night, and Wolf was there too, and I tried to battle him. He fucking blocked me.
Just
Like,
block
Yeah.
you.
he must have, because every time I tried to battle him and I told him to fuck off and I challenged him to a fucking battle, he
what?
declined the battle, and then I tried to battle him again and it kept saying, "This player is offline. This player is offline."
Oh my god.
I
Or
love
17.
scenarios like that.
It's really funny though.
So, wait, fucking play me, you bastard. All right, just battle me. Go on, you
Yeah.
coward.
That's what I love about this game, because today, if that was a legit Pokemon game, I would have never had nothing like that. The fact I was getting
No,
pissed
right.
off these little tour rags nicking all my fucking gold.
Yeah, you get
Yeah.
Make
Danny,
it
it's
so
great for you
toxic.
because Danny, it's great for you because as a British dude, you can literally walk up to him and it's like, "What, mate? I'll wreck you."
Yeah. Fucking shame, mate. Oh, thank you. Quick deviation, if that's all right. Just go on this
Yeah.
topic quick. What game have you experienced in your lifetime that's had the best shit talking? Like the peak
That's a
shit
great. It's got to be one of the Call of Duties back in
I'm
the day,
guessing
hasn't it?
it's some FPS.
There's
Some COD.
I feel like.
It's got
I
to be
feel
Call of
like-
Duty, like Modern
And
Warfare
I
2
never
or something.
played any
Yeah,
shit
I feel like
talk games, so I can't tell that.
I feel like in terms that I've got three answers for this. Okay, and this is from like a guy that hasn't played like an extensive amount of games, but has played quite a few. I'd say the worst in terms of live in your face, like back and forth, is 100% Modern Warfare 2 back in the day.
Mm.
That for me will always be untouched. It was just harassment.
The kids
from
these
both-
days wouldn't be able to handle the abuse you used to get
Oh.
thrown at you on those lobbies. Like,
Not.
Yeah.
The second answer would be in terms of live messaging whilst it goes on. Rocket League is the worst for it. People shit on each other all the time on that game. It's
yeah,
hilarious.
no, yeah, you're right. I've seen it. Yeah.
Shit talk that goes there. And then the last one is, and this is from like a UK point of view, the one that you get the most messages after the game once it's happened of like death threats and, you know, shag your teacher or whatever, is FIFA. If anyone's played FIFA ever, and if you beat someone on that, you get like the live messages after, like, "Oh, yeah, you only won this because you spent money in the game, blah blah blah. I hope your nan dies, etc." And you're like, "Whoa, calm down, champ."
It's
Yeah.
probably some angry kid, little kid who probably spent money on the game, but still is good.
But
yeah.
at the same time, though, we've been on the when we've had our asses beat on games. We're normally that asshole that messages them like,
Yep.
"Ah, you're a dickhead. You're fucking cheating,
Yeah.
you little bastard."
Everyone is that person. It's
I'm-
something just.
Oh, everybody.
But when you're
No.
dishing
We're
it
all
out to
toxic.
someone,
Yeah.
oh, it feels so fucking good.
Oh, so good.
Such a sweet
But when you
feeling,
have a
innit?
little fucking 10-year-old in your ear and you're fucking trying to play Call of Duty, and every time you snipe this kid and he's like, "He's hacking, piece of shit,
Yeah.
fuck your mom,"
Uh,
right?
Yeah.
Gives you a good feeling, doesn't it?
Yeah, it
I
gives you
think
a great fucking feeling, right? But it's just like it's so toxic sometimes, especially when you get that aftermath shit talk for those 30 seconds. It's like, come on,
That
come on, it
Warzone's
wasn't
the
fun before.
worst. Yeah, the
Oh,
proximity
yeah.
chat. I love the proximity chat. For them split 10 seconds or 5 seconds, whatever it is, where
Yeah.
you hear them at the pinnacle of rage. That shit is golden. Like, some of the videos I've
Oh.
watched on YouTube of that is so entertaining.
For sure.
And it
Oh,
cuts them
some of
off
the-
short when they're giving someone abuse. It's so good.
Hot mics are amazing.
Yeah.
I love hot mics. I'm thinking of like going back and rewatching like my last couple of VODs, and then like clipping all the best hot mics that there's not going to be many. I'm gonna have to go back a long way, but I'm gonna have to get.
Get
I
no
don't
kills,
get
though.
many kills. I don't get many kills.
Yeah.
Yeah, proximity chat's one of the best things they ever fucking come up with on a lot of video games.
Also, by the way, on the topic of Call of Duty games, people have played a lot. How bad was it? How bad was the Christmas noobs when? How many Christmas noobs were they?
I don't think it was too bad back in the day because I feel like with like when you're talking like Modern War, like COD 4 and Modern Warfare,
Yes, in general, now and then.
I don't really play it nowadays, but like back then, especially, obviously there would be a few lobbies where you'd get like some proper shitters and you'd be like, I'm having fun here. But a lot of the times, like those games, people had bought them and they were good at the game. Like there wasn't that many. I feel like that kind of got it for Christmas that they would give up instantly because they couldn't hack it, mate.
You've had a different experience to me then, because I used to look forward to Christmas Day because it used to be an absolute bloodbath. From what I remember. I feel like it's not the same now, like what you was wanting to know, Link. It's definitely not the same now.
Skill-based matchmaking as well.
Yeah, skill-based matchmaking, that throws Christmas noobs out the fucking window. But back in the day, I would get like 30 plus kill streaks or whatever, and I'd never hit that for the rest of the year. But it's just because everyone got it. A lot of people got it on Christmas Day, and the lobbies were filled with them. And then you'd make them all rage, and they'd probably never pick up Call of Duty ever again because of you thinking you're 10 men.
I'll be honest, I wasn't sad enough to actually play it on Christmas Day, so I can't know that experience, to be honest. You know what I mean? I was enjoying my family and whatnot. Damn.
Mate, I wanted to get 10-year-olds.
Christmas Day, Boxing Day, just after Christmas. I think early on, when they started to become popular, I think it was pretty much a bloodbath. If you just hopped on a casual match with your...
I want to hear Phoebe's take on toxic shit.
Yeah, I do.
I actually want to experience that myself. Just destroy some kids who think they are cool, who think they're awesome at playing this violent game, but just want to experience the feeling of clapping some kid.
I like how he says that in his accent.
Brilliant.
Clapping that kid. I love that.
So, as you may or may not know, I play Smash Ultimate semi-competitively. I want to take it to tournaments if I can do it at some point because I think it'll be fun. I also rage at that game very hard. Unfortunately, Smash doesn't exactly have a online like voice communication feature. There is like the Nintendo Switch Online app which you can use to connect to like a room if someone else has it. But I've tried to avoid ever using that because the shit that comes out my mouth. It's
turning into a monster.
I don't know why. Every other game, don't care if I die, don't care. Find it a DOS, playing the game for fun. But for some reason with Ultimate, it's like the one game that I care about so much, I get annoyed. Like if I start losing to someone who's worse than me or something.
Oh, rough.
But yeah.
They're pretty good for that in terms of they don't really allow for shit talk as much as they can. I always remember the funniest thing being Mario Kart's version of shit talking, where you would just constantly spam, I'm using motion controls. I'm using
Yeah, that was your rage, wasn't it?
Yeah, just be a complete arsehole.
I would want to throw them out of a fucking window.
Yeah.
But imagine this.
Listen, speaking of Mario Kart, I used to fucking love Mario Kart 64, and we had all 4 controllers hooked up, man. 4-way screen on the big screen, fucking going for. You do not know shit talk until you've had 4 best friends sitting in a room together, kid. Playing fucking Mario Kart, man. It's like you get hit with a blue shell, man. Fists are flying. Like you son of a bitch.
Oh,
Yeah,
what was it?
And I, like, when I was younger, I would always play Mario Kart Wii, and just I think like a couple months ago, I picked up this Plastic Controller Pro, and
That's
I can
nice.
officially say that I've gotten better Mario Kart just by using this controller.
Pro controller makes people better. Hold on.
Yeah.
What you mean? You weren't going around tilting it like this, like a knobhead for?
Yeah.
I was when I first started.
Controller I use for Smash.
GameCube controller. Ooh, then you know.
Yeah, I need an
you're
actual proper
good.
GameCube controller. Perfect playing
GameCube
Smash, honestly.
controller. That's the pinnacle of power.
So did anyone have the Wii wheel? So you stick the Wii remote
Joy-Con
in
in,
this wheel.
Oh my
And
god.
It's fine now.
We used
I've
to
got it
have
somewhere.
wheel as a kid. When I was a kid.
never
Yeah.
ever worked. You tilt it one way and you'd veer the other, and you're like, what are you doing? And then it'd be halfway around, then all of a sudden it'd go the right way. Oh my god.
Yeah,
It's
We
tragic.
did have
stressful, that.
the Wii was my sister's, but like growing up, we did have like the whole like little wheeled rig.
Yeah.
I think she even had a little insert for the Zelda game, so she had a sword.
Do you-
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Do
I
you
think
remember-
think also one of my old friends had a I think some sort of gun strap for the Wii. They made
There was,
some
yeah.
shooting game.
Oh, I
Yeah,
think I
there was
remember
a
that
gun.
actually. Yeah.
Love that.
It's like a handheld gun.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
Since we're on the topic of the Wii, best game on the Wii, hands down, is boxing. That
Oh,
Wii
shit
Sports, 100%.
Sports,
Yeah,
yeah,
was
Wii
fucking
Sports.
mad. Where you had to
Yeah.
fucking strap the things in, because if not, your Joy-Con, your fucking controller's
Actually
going
had
at the
to.
fucking
Oh,
TV.
yeah.
The
Oh
little
yeah, you
nunchuck
gotta tie
thing.
those motherfuckers on.
What was that guy that was?
Oh.
What was that guy's name that was really
Matt.
difficult on it? What?
Matt.
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 Matt
That
was
guy
legendary.
would draw sweat from you.
Insanely powerful.
Yeah.
It was too OP, weren't he?
I think also fencing. Matt is
Yeah,
refining
that's
box
it.
in
That's
Wii
them.
Sports.
Fuck, as if he still got them. That's mad.
Do you remember when you used to play Wii Tennis and like the first
Yeah.
let's say 10 games you were like huh, 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 and then after a while you realize you just go bonk.
Fuck. Yeah, just did a little wrist movement.
You really,
yeah.
you can
And you
do
Oh,
It's
aim
a
would
thick
take
one.
I'm actually gonna put Wii Sports in my Wii.
Bowling
Oh,
as
I'm gonna
well.
play
That
it
was a
whilst on
good
the
one.
podcast.
Wii bowling. I fucking loved that. And if you
The
threw
fact
the
that you
ball
could
too
grab the
high,
ball,
it'd actually
yeah.
break the wood on the floor, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Wii bowling was
those
good. I
people
love Wii
jump.
bowling.
Or you'd get the awkward thing where in Wii Bowling where you'd throw it and then it would all of a sudden it would just grey out and you'd be like, what happened? And you just like slowly roll forward. You're like, oh my god,
Yeah.
hold that properly, even though I've done exactly the same motion 8 times in a row. But
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah, it's fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
Good old Wii
Oh, it was-
Sports there.
simpler because Wii Sports came with the Wii, right? So everyone had it.
Yeah.
Everyone had
Yeah.
it. I think that's why it's so relatable, isn't it?
Because I've seen the thing where I think it's like in the top 5 all-time most sold games because of that reason, which is crazy.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's
It's
up there.
sold. We have a total of 82.69 million copies.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's a lot.
My Wii has
Oh.
36. My Mario Kart Wii 36.38 million.
Fourth. Fucking hell.
The Resort has 32.8 million, which is Resort pretty much the better version of it.
That's
Well, upgraded
mad, you
version.
know.
It's 4th. Oh, I've just looked at the top 3 and it makes sense. Minecraft's number 1,
Tetris.
obviously.
Minecraft Tetris.
And GTA 5, 140 million they sold.
Wow.
Yeah.
What?
And it's almost a decade-old game at this point.
Why aren't... It makes no sense why Rockstar are waiting until it's probably about 2025 to make the next GTA.
Because they can milk GTA 5.
It
People
should be,
still make content for it.
it should
so-
be out there's a new consoles coming out, and the game's I want to say like
Yeah.
7 years old.
Yes,
2013.
it's 8-year-old.
8 years
It's gonna
old.
be 8 this year.
It's 8 years old.
Released in
Like,
2013.
why have you not released one with the new console? It makes no. The last one made 140 million sales. Like it's madness when you think about it like that.
I think GTA 6 will easily drop maybe like 50 million downloads during the first week.
I
Oh,
know.
yeah.
Absolutely
Give us
massive.
something to play, people. Do you know what I mean?
That's what we're
I-
lacking in it at the minute. Like, I think I'd jump on
True.
GTA 6 hype. Like,
Yeah.
as much as I love Pokemon and all of us do, I would be on GTA 6 like a rash.
I'll tell you what I've been playing this week because of my desperation and how bored I've been. It's a game called Luck Be a Landlord. It's literally
Yeah, but I watched it.
it's literally an indie game, so it's like pixelated graphics and whatnot. And literally, all you do is you just spin like a little roulette machine, and you get coins, and you spin it again, and you pick different symbols to go in. Realistically, in 3 years ago, I'm never even looking at that game. I'm so bored, and it came out new. I was like, yeah, jump on it. Let's have a little whirl. Yeah, so
Are you alright,
Just-
mate?
I actually watched it on YouTube. I think it's really how much it's a roguelike
actually-
deck building game, but stripped down to its core mechanics.
it
There's
is
How much,
no-
how much did it cost you, Spuddy?
I think,
I think £3. So
yeah, it's
Big
really
spender.
cheap. Yeah, I think they're just new updates every 2 weeks.
yeah,
Even
it's
a
actually
timer in game.
I took the piss.
Time to next update every 2 weeks. New updates, new patches, pretty much new update every 2 weeks.
I did take the piss out of it just then, but it is actually quite fun. I am enjoying it. I won't lie.
Yeah, because otherwise you
So-
still wouldn't be playing it, so you must be having some kind of fun.
Yeah, it's really
Right.
frustrating because I feel like a lot of times I lose and it's not my fault. It's not because I'm bad; it's because the game's fucked me over. But
Yeah.
that's a me
Isn't it
problem.
normally the case that it's because you are bad? That's why you lose
Yeah.
video games. You just need to
Like-
get good forehead.
A random,
Games, early
Um,
access.
a random game, so like everything's random in it. I can just be like, well, it just didn't. The cards didn't come out. Do you know what I mean? I could do nothing. It's their fault. They give me some good stuff. I would have flawless
Oh,
it.
yeah, yeah, it's all their fault, Spuddy. All their fault.
Off. All right. Fuck off.
He's got
Sorry,
no one
I'm
to
getting
blame,
stuck.
so he blames the video game.
Spent 7 hours trying to kill Mega Blaziken this week, so
Ah, fuck off. Leave that fuck.
yeah, 1-0.
Oh,
That's
I
fair.
think I
That's
have
fair.
like 2 games
spent it-
currently that I
hey.
play.
I spent a day and a half in Toto Cave looking for a Totodile that I didn't get. So
That's just a sad story. Isn't it? That is just a
Spuddy,
sad
all right then.
story.
All right then. Do you want to talk about Path of Exile? Yeah?
Yeah, I'll do it very briefly. It's a game that if you start getting into and you start like using build guides and getting to the end game, it will suck your life of everything you had free time. Okay, it will suck it all. It will just drain it completely, and it won't be one day. No, 3 weeks will go by and you realise that you haven't slept, and you'll be like, oh no. I'll put this down for a little bit, and then the whole time you're like, I just want to just one more map, and you're like, oh, it's terrible, honestly.
Drug.
It's the only game like I've really like been into games before, and that's the only game I've been addicted to in terms of just couldn't put it down. And as soon as I woke up thinking about it, thinking like, what should I do next on that? Like, it's a killer. It's a good time sink, I would say. But fuck me, yeah, don't do it. Don't do it if you've got any plans in the next month. All right, don't download it.
It's free to
Genuinely.
play as well, right?
That's the worst part. I spend more on that free to play game than I have on all games probably combined.
It's normally the case, isn't it? You spend more on free to play games than you would just buying a game that's $60 or whatever. It's always the
Similar
free
to
to play games
Fortnite.
that get you.
Similar to Fortnite, it's all cosmetics only. So I'm literally there just trying to make myself look pretty, and I've spent so much more than. It's just I don't want to talk about it. Why'd you bring it up, man? Why would you do that to me?
Because you was
Move on.
digging at Alpha for being in a cave for 2 days and getting nothing.
It was sad. That was all. But like, it was upsetting they didn't get it. Wait,
Yeah, all right, all right.
topics, mate. I
Well, if you want to swiftly change things, I actually want to know what people's like kind of favorite takeaways, favorite takeout desserts, all that kind of shit. If you're eating out, ordering in, what's people's go-tos?
We have a local restaurant pretty much 6 minutes away, so probably hamburgers or pizza in that restaurant.
Fair enough. I'll rate it.
Yeah.
That is a
Yeah,
huge
right.
thing.
Usually I either hit up McDonald's or Tim Hortons, get some cheeseburgers or some. Just survive off of coffee mostly.
I was gonna say you look thrilled with those takeaway options, Alpha. You look fucking ecstatic.
Well, you know, we don't have many options here, and the ones we do are like more expensive, and I want to get a lot of food for little money, so I usually just go and I order like 4 or 5 double cheeseburgers and then fucking scarf them down like a fat.
I used to do this at uni. Yeah, are you one of these that like they look on the menu and see the calories and then like see the price and try and work out what's the best calorie per pound?
No, I don't give a fuck about calories. I look at the price and say, hey, look, I can get 2 double cheeseburgers for $1.99. Give me 4.
£1.99 and 730 calories, but that's £3 and only 900. So it's actually better to get 2 of those.
I've got an idea. I'ma change it. I don't care about what your favorite takeaways are. Let's have a conversation about what's better: KFC, Burger King, McDonald's, Pizza Hut, Domino's.
God.
Let's have that conversation, eh?
Mine's gonna be drawn.
No, Danny, let's not.
Man, and everything you just said, I'd say Domino's is your best option. I fucking love Domino's.
The
I wish
only
we had
2
one.
restaurants
But they're
I've
pricey.
tried so far is Burger King and McDonald's, and like 2 years ago I tried them, so I can't be in discussion
I
at
think
all.
mine.
I'm not
have to
the
be
I'm not a
Mackey's,
fast
you know.
food.
I can give you my top 5 in order, but it's going to take half hour. So because I need to explain it. So it's not
Five
worth it.
Guys. It has to be. No. Fuck
No,
hell,
because
there's so many good
the
ones.
premium ones. Otherwise, we're in trouble. All right.
Yeah,
We
you're
need
not
to do
wrong.
you need to do your basic bog standards. So you got KFC, Burger King, McDonald's. Are we adding the 2 pizza places, Pizza Hut and Domino's?
I'd say at Domino's, not Pizza Hut.
What about replace one of them with Subway? Subway's pretty
Subway, yes, I'll take that. Yeah, I'll take that.
Subway.
simple.
Yeah,
So
and
I'm
if
very
I think
controversial.
Subway's on the table, I'm taking Subway.
I'm very controversial, and I say I like Burger King.
Burger King's too expensive is my only issue with it. Otherwise, it's the
Yeah,
the
you're
best.
paying like £7 for a burger, like meal thing.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, it's
I agree.
ridiculous. I get that, but the quality of the meat and like the taste of the meat and the smell when you're in there as well, like you actually get the flame grilled kind of experience
Oh, that's
for
cool.
fast food,
No,
which is
one
really
of the
good. I
best
like that.
burgers, No, if we're talking like the best burgers that you've ever had, and like, I'm talking like the shit that I eat most often, like when I said McDonald's and shit like that. The best motherfucking burger I've ever had was from a joint called Harvey's. There's only a few of them across Canada, from what I know. They're bigger on the mainland. That we don't have one here on the island, unfortunately. I wish we did, but it is the Subway of burgers. Okay, you walk
Wow.
in, right? You order like what kind of burger you want, and that determines what meat you're getting, basically the size of the patty and the type of bun, right? That tells that guy what he's doing. Once the meat is fresh cooked in front of you on the fucking grill per order, and the bun is toasted, it gets slid out to the guy that's gonna do your toppings, and you picks and chooses exactly what you want off of a fucking line, and then they gives it to you, and it doesn't matter if you want fucking 5 patties on your burger or fucking 600 fucking pickles. Like, it is the Subway of burgers, man. Like,
We don't get that
That's
out over here, do we?
insane. No.
Similar.
No.
No, we don't.
Five Guys, you can add
Yeah,
some,
yeah, you
I-
can.
some,
Yeah.
my
my
like,
favorite best burgers are either homemade, which say it would be great to recommend, or just some local restaurants in my city. They ain't gonna move anywhere outside. So
See,
I
like,
can't contribute this conversation at all. I'm just gonna stay out and watch the chaos.
Who, who makes the best
Mhm.
chips? Fries.
McDonald's.
Most recently,
McDonald's.
KFC.
McDonald's.
KFC.
Most recently,
McDonald's got the
KFC.
best fucking fries.
They've changed
I haven't
what
had
now where they
KFC
do the
yet.
chips, haven't they? For me, McDonald's, I've had McDonald's quite recently, and their chips are just
They gotta be
floppy.
hot.
We've all been there.
Sugary.
We've all been there.
They gotta
salty.
be hot.
I'd say that yeah, KFCs are pretty good, but once again, Five Guys comes into a level of its own if we're talking outside. They do Cajun chips, and oh my god, they're good. They are unreal. And you also, when you go to Five Guys, you spend like £4 on some chips, but you do get half a bag full. You look in and you're like, wow.
yeah. You pull the carton out, but the bag's still fucking half full of chips,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh my god, fit the jackpot.
You can feed a family of 4 with this.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, it's so fucking good.
I don't know if you've had this where like I've ordered a large chips from there before, and they've looked at me and been like, "Are you sure you want the large chips?" Really big, and I'm looking at them in the eyes, going, "Yes, yes, I want the large chips. All right, I'm hungry. All right,
Yeah.
don't doubt me."
One thing that
Every
Five
time
Guys. Go on.
I was gonna say, unless I'm broke, every time I'm asked by the fucking person at the counter, it's like, "Hey, do you want to upgrade to the large fries?" And it's like, "Yep."
Fuck
Like-
yeah.
Like, unless I'm flat out broke, and then it's like, "You want the large fries with that?" Yep. I am that kind of fat ass. I will eat all of this. Challenge accepted, motherfucker. You do you.
You
Quick
do you,
question.
I'll do me.
Yeah.
Quick question, Alva. What's the portion size like over there? Are you talking American size portions, or would you say quite a bit less than?
I
Silly.
don't. I've never actually had an American sized fucking large fry in my hand. I don't like. I know that a large fry container for McDonald's for here is probably that tall.
Okay, gotcha. And like I think the easiest way to probably decipher it is like when you order a large drink, what sort of quantity of drink are you getting? Are you getting like a
32.
500?
Well, see, I actually worked at McDonald's here in Corner Brook when I was younger, so I know that like the drink sizes are, I believe it's 16, 24,
I need to
and
translate.
32.
32.
No, this is ounces.
Liter.
No, this is ounces. Ounces.
Yes, I know. 32 ounces is nearly a litre, mate. You're getting a litre of drink. That's ridiculous. That's
What,
too
is
much.
that a large?
Yeah.
Are
That's
you
900.
fucking-
That's a large. Yeah.
909.
400 centiliters, 4 deciliters.
no,
How do you not
cup
drown?
The
How do you
cup
not get
size is
bored?
called a 32-liter cup. Well, here you go. Like, this is a medium coffee from Tim Hortons.
Coffees are a bit different now. Have you seen anyone
Well,
seen the
say,
videos where
cup-
they?
Cup volumes are the same. Cup volumes are the same.
Yeah, I was going to say there's a lot of videos that
Like,
go around. Where they
This
pour one
is a
into the other.
this is a 21-ounce coffee, I believe.
For those watching on
Okay.
YouTube, Spuddy, what would you say, like for those that are US, what would you say to give them the best
Large.
example of what a litre is, like what kind of drink? Or
large
even for UK lot?
Yeah, a large here
I think
is
it's
like
like a
500
large,
mil.
you know.
You get a half litre cup from like McDonald's and whatnot. I feel like maybe so it's basically a pint. I would say is the maximum you're going to get at
Yeah.
any place. They're talking near 2 pints there from their
Yeah,
large.
'cause, like we use
It's just-
milliliters as our standard measurement. Like, for whatever reason, our cup sizes are like they're all imported from the States and shit like that, so they're all done in ounces. But like, even on this beverage container here right now, like it says like 355 milliliters. Like, Canada itself is not on the ounce whatever. Like, we do use liters and shit
Imperial
like that.
system. It's
There you go.
Imperial system.
Thank you.
We
That's
use
the one.
liters in
Yeah, I think.
I can't believe they give you a
it's,
fucking litre.
Joke.
Are you still alive?
It's mad. It's a lot of drink.
As I said, have you got used
How'd
to
you
that
fit
and
it
still
in?
hold it? Yeah. It's crazy, mate. That's crazy.
But yeah, like I don't usually go for the fountain drinks if I'm getting anything at the takeaways because it's mostly
What about
just carbonated
milkshakes? Are
water.
milkshakes the same size?
Yeah. I believe they use roughly the same cups. Yeah.
I think
But
I
they,
think
What?
they're
but
split in.
but
Okay,
no, no,
it's kinda.
but in the case for like say milkshakes, the sizings are different. So like what would be a medium drink would be a large milkshake.
Oh, okay.
Right.
That's
That
cool.
makes a bit more sense because they are thicker, aren't they? That's what I was going to say. If you're getting a
Yeah.
litre of milkshake, ugh, God, after the food,
Yeah.
no, I wouldn't have room for it. I couldn't. I'd throw up.
That would be a meal in itself for me. I mean, if you gave me a
Now-
litre of
A
milk,
litre of
now,
milkshake for lunch.
I'd be on the
With all that said, now when I did work at McDonald's back fucking 12 years ago, long time ago, fucking
Shit, you old.
I was a kitchen staff worker, right? So I was mostly
Yeah.
in the back. I was
There's a-
mostly in the back. I didn't
there's a
deal
phrase-
with a whole lot of frontline shit, right?
There's a phrase: "Tits on tills, dicks on grills." That's why.
Yeah.
So common. I'm not just being misogynistic. There, that's a common phrase in that
No,
industry.
that
be fair.
in the fast food industry, they want women on the front line because women are more.
That doesn't
friendly.
rhyme, though, Alpha, just to be
Do
clear.
you want this? Do you want this face looking at you and be like, "Hey man, what can I get for you today?"
He froze at the perfect moment then as well.
Yeah.
I can just imagine someone being like, "I want nuggets," and he'd being like, "Right, Big Mac, cool."
Cool, man. All right, you want large fries with that?
Cool.
Oh my god.
Flurry, right? 7 apple
Let's give
pies.
you
Got it.
extra large fries.
Yeah.
Nah, I
McDonald's.
believe it only goes to the large.
McDonald's apple pies. Who actually gets them
Oh.
and who actually eats them? Who
I
rates
love
them?
them.
No, I
Never
don't.
had one.
Who's burnt the
I
fucking
worked
tongue
there,
on them when you
I
bite
ate
into them?
pies.
I knew this existed in the last 2 years. That's because otherwise I completely oblivious.
It depends.
They
If you
are-
eat them
they
straight
are.
out the hot box like I did, fucking hot.
You're not
Yeah.
tasting nothing for
Yeah.
the next 3 days. Burns your taste
Can I
buds
just say,
right off.
McDonald's adding the chicken selects to their menu is the greatest
Oh.
marketing move
Oh,
that they've ever done.
talk
Just
on
those
language.
Chicken
Oh.
select.
That's chicken
What?
select. I actually do this as a thing. Double cheeseburger, chicken select, stick them on, barbecue sauce.
All
I have
about
2
it.
of them
All
as well.
about it.
Oh,
All
Yeah,
about
that over here we call that a McGangbang.
it. Yeah, I know that.
What?
Oh, have you not heard that?
nah, that's news to
Yeah.
me.
That's
I-
brilliant.
if you go there and ask for a gangbang, if you get the right server, they'll straight up give you it. But a little lady that's like,
Welcome to McDonald's. What can I
Alright,
get
love.
for you? Oh yeah, can I have a
McGangbang.
McGangbang? Thank you.
No, you can't actually ask for the McGangbang. You have to ask for like, hey, can I order a double cheeseburger and a junior chicken? And then you
and
fucking
they wink at you, do they?
then all you do
Take
is
you around
just
the back.
ditch the fucking bottom bun on the 2 of them, right? Slap them bitches together and chow down.
So you could just talk in code, couldn't you? I'll have one of those, love. And then there's 7 of us here. We'll all have the same. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. That's probably a sketch show somewhere, I assume.
Yeah, it's gotta be. With a name like that, it has to be.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That's a great name for a living food, though, honestly.
Because isn't there in the US as well? There's like I want to say like Travis Scott burger or
Travis
something.
Yeah,
Scott
Travis Scott
burger.
burger.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Little trend thing that's happening.
Well, I saw on TikTok the other day there are like secret menu items that you can actually order from like restaurants, and McDonald's has one. It's called the Monster Mac, and it's a Big Mac.
The Monster Mac. Sorry.
I thought the same thing. It
Oh
did
right,
the
I was
Monster
on
Mac.
TikTok.
But
I was on TikTok this morning,
It's-
and apparently, you get a birthday cake from McDonald's,
Oh no, I've
Natural
seen
fucking
that.
birthday
Apparently, they
cake.
give you a bit. I don't know whether that's set up. You know,
Bollocks.
I'm a bit on the fence.
What?
Apparently, if you go into McDonald's
Yeah.
and you tell them it's your birthday, they'll make you a birthday cake and sing happy birthday to you. But
Yeah,
I
very
believe
cool.
that
Yep.
that's a setup. And I
Nah,
think
yeah.
it was in the UK as well.
I know where I'm going for my birthday then.
Well, see,
It's like one of them tray bakes as well. It's proper shit.
you-
like,
Wow.
no, see, over here, I can tell you this from experience because I have had birthday parties at McDonald's. McDonald's will bring you out a fucking birthday cake, and like some workers will be there and sing happy birthday to you if you're a fucking little kid under like fucking whatever, right?
what if you're a 30-year-old man?
Probably not. No. If you can phone in an order and say, hey, listen, I want to fucking order a birthday cake, and they'll go and get one ready for you. You can come in and pick it up or whatever. But they're not gonna sing a 30-year-old fucking happy birthday like that.
What if you're a huge man child? What if you're a man child? Would they do it then?
No.
Got the nappy on
Like,
and everything.
If it was somebody who was like fucking severely special needs or something like that, then yes, they'd probably do
Oh,
it.
would they,
But,
to be honest,
like,
yeah.
Oh, you're all right then, Dan. Let's get it.
Birthday McDonald's. You're not invited now for that comment.
McDonald's party, gutted, mate. Gutted, I'd say.
Yeah, you won't get to colour in those pictures.
Oh no, two will pull them out.
Wow.
Oh, silly.
Oh,
Did you,
have you seen? Oh,
I'll be the one sitting in a high chair just to let you all know that.
Jesus.
have you seen those clickbaity videos that have been circling around everywhere? Because secret menu things have sort of gotten very popular, and now the whole like young YouTube clickbait videos where it's like calling Boss Baby at 3 a.m. have like now moved into ordering like the Among Us burger at 3 a.m.
God.
and just
Oh,
stuff like
God.
that.
That's
Honestly,
cringe.
it's
I know there
so
is secret
funny to
menu
me.
stuff out there that exists. Like you can actually like certain
right,
places.
one
It probably depends on where you
YouTuber-
live. You can get like secret menu items, can't you? That it's not actually on the menu, but if you order it, they'll know about it and make it for you. So it is
Yeah.
actually a thing.
One
Yeah.
YouTuber that is really bad for like clickbaiting things, and I don't know if any
All
of
of
you would agree, but Morgs
Oh god.
just
A lot of YouTubers
Just don't
ruin
get
a
me
lot of
started
nice
with them.
things, to be honest.
Imagine it's your first day, yeah, and you're there, and you're like, nervous about, obviously it's only McDonald's job, so it's not the end of the world. But you're like, oh, I've got to get this right. And then some knobhead comes along, and you're reading the menu, and they're like, oh, can I get the Among Us burger, please? And you're like, hold on, give me a second. I've got Big Mac McChicken. I don't think we've got that. Nah, well, some bloke on TikTok told me that you're going to go in the back and you're going to do it. Oh, okay. I don't know. I'm just going to click this and then hope for the best. I mean, like, just don't be a prick, innit?
Yeah. Oh my god. There was
Yeah.
actually a story, I think on Reddit or something, of someone sort of being goaded into believing that it was an actual thing, the Among Us burger that actually exists, and they went to a bloody McDonald's and asked for it, and the cashier just gave them the weirdest look.
I was going to say, what for an Among Us burger, what do you get? Half a burger with
burger.
a bone sticking out.
you get the burger pad that's split into
What did they give
the
you?
bottom has a thick sticker.
They
Oh,
give
but-
you a Beyond Meat burger because it's the imposter.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
True.
I was gonna
That's
say,
a good one.
Just before, as you're ordering it, you've got to do 7 different tasks in order to get through.
To get your food.
Here, go clean the bathrooms.
Stream
Fix
you
the
back.
ice
And
cream
fix the
machine.
electricity.
Yeah, and they just call you sus the entire time, and you're like, what? I just want to eat.
Just want me
Just
burger.
fix the ice cream machine.
Oh,
And then after you get them all, it's just a plain hamburger.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
yeah, just no one
That
burger.
would really
Yeah.
piss you off, wouldn't it? Oh my god, that'd be tragic.
Just 2 pickles instead of 1. You're welcome.
Yeah.
God.
Some people would see 2 pickles as a treat, though. Fun fact,
love it.
I caught Kalen the other day, sat eating his McDonald's, and it had 1 pickle in it. He was eating around the burger to leave, basically, just the pickle and the burger last to then eat that bit.
Still smart.
He was
Oh.
saving the best bit till last. He was
Kalen-
eating around
Nice.
it.
Smart
Hey,
kid.
hey,
I was like, whoa.
Smart.
I've
This is
never
my
seen that.
endorsement.
you said that was Kalen?
Yeah, yeah.
That Kalen's now my favorite.
I've never seen anyone do
I
it.
I do that too. When I
No
find the
way.
pickle,
I do that
When-
sometimes as well.
when I bite into it and I find the pickle, I'm like, ooh, there it is. All right.
I do that as well.
That's what he does. When I
And
seen
I
him
love
do
the
it, I had
fact
to
that
question
it's
him. I was like,
hand.
what you
No,
doing?
bro, I'll turn into a fucking chipmunk, man. I'll fucking that shit right now. It's like, all right, there we.
Yeah.
Oh,
As if you do it as well. Because I've never seen it. I had to question him because it was bizarre to me. I've seen Beth, when she eats a burger, for those on YouTube, my wife, she strips
life.
burger. She'll
My
eat the
life.
top bit of the bun, then she'll eat the bottom bit of the bun, and then she'll eat the fucking meat. It's like, what? That's odd
It is
to me.
sometimes
She
That is odd.
strips it.
Yeah, I think I also do that sometimes when I make homemade hamburgers. When I put
But
too
a
much
burger's
stuff,
just so you
they
can go,
become.
you don't strip it naked.
I sometimes I actually pick off the list each by each because when I do homemade hamburgers, where I put too much stuff on it, so I can't really eat or
Yeah, but yeah,
the
the
burger
choppers
will
around it,
fall
like,
apart. Then I
extend
do
that
it.
jaw. Squish it down a bit.
Don't know.
I just want to be clear.
Flatten
Yeah,
It was a while ago since I lost that.
just to
Just to press it. Just press.
Why do you look
Yeah.
troubled?
because. So you're saying that your wife just for 60% of the eating experience is just eating bread?
Yeah. Yes,
Bread.
that's what I'm saying.
Then all
My
of a sudden,
favourite part.
it's just meat.
Just
And
me.
that's it. At that point, she's actually made it harder for herself because before the bun was very useful. So what it did is it means that you weren't just putting your fingers in sauce and cheese. But now the bun's gone. So now you've got to dunk it in. You've got onions on your under your fingernails. Like what? They're handles,
Well,
literal handles.
Hey,
You see, that's
listen,
That's the
fucking
issue
right.
I have.
That's
Trust
right.
me.
the argument I want to say is KFC
one.
a couple of years back, at least over here. I don't know if you guys had it in the UK,
Yeah.
but over here, KFC decided it was a good idea to get rid of the bun altogether and make a
Oh,
sandwich
yeah.
out of two chicken breasts, some bacon and
Oh,
cheese.
come on.
It wasn't a good idea, to be honest. It was just a shit. It was a shit sandwich.
Can I?
I
That
thought-
just reminded me before I forget it. It was hilarious. I don't know if this happened with anyone else, but the year before, our KFC ran out of fucking chicken.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
That happened over here too. Yeah.
Yeah,
They
sure.
literally ran out of fucking chicken. Like, bro, what's that about?
It's your point to deliver fried chicken.
Because
That's our point. Fried chicken.
Oh, it was
How could anyone eat
hilarious.
chicken?
So funny.
I actually know the story of why that happened because obviously I was working in like the logistics industry at the time, and basically they swapped over suppliers. Yeah, so they'd gone from like I think it was like DHL, which is like a courier company, to like another one. So let's say it's like TNT or something like that. You might have got like parcels from them at some point. And what happened is that TNT thought that they'd get about 100 stores they had to deal with. Overnight, they've now got thousands of stores all need to chicken instantly. They did not have any drivers whatsoever, and they were completely fucked. So
Wow.
it literally,
That's just poor planning.
obviously, they basically told the other guys we're moving over to here. They then tried to get them back, and were like, "Look, can you just really help us out?" And they were like, "No, you just got rid of our biggest contract, you morons. Have fun." And yeah, that lasted like 2 to 3 weeks because they basically had
It's
to
a
like,
big period, yeah.
yeah, they had to buy a load of drivers and like vehicles and whatnot. It's mental.
Mad.
Someone got fired that day. I can be sure for
Oh,
that.
for sure. Like KFC, no fucking chicken.
100%.
What the fuck do you order? Fucking
Madness.
gravy,
Just chips.
neck it.
Yeah, because I remember people going in
Can I
and
just
just
have
being
some
like,
gravy,
"Just
please?
chips."
Thanks.
Yeah, can I have some chips, please? No chicken.
You ask for like You ask
Does
for the
anyone
waste
else
and just
remember
try to lick the
chicken
chicken off of
fries?
it.
Yeah.
Am I the only one that remembers when KFC sold chicken fries?
Burger King do it over here. Chicken fries. I had them the other day. They were bang average.
But
Since
what
when?
do you think about
I've not been
sweet
Burger King in a
potato
while, though.
fries?
Burger King, they got so I've just craved Burger King the other day, and they do like a share box now, so you get all the like little side bits. So I got like a full-on meal and then a share box, and it came to like 15 quid for myself, and I was
Who
like,
did
oh my
you?
god,
I was going to say, who did you share this box with yourself?
new one. That was just me.
So a me
Yeah,
box
like-
No,
then.
no.
Myself and I.
basically.
Yeah, it was me, myself, and I. I shared.
Yeah.
It was me, myself, I.
Um,
It was my 3 best friends. We were all hanging
Yeah.
out, playing some fucking Xbox.
I did feel so guilty at the end as well because I spent 15 quid on this, and I was like, we could have gone to like a decent restaurant for this. Do you know what I mean? Like, we could have ordered nice food. But we went to like,
Have you all tried sweet potato fries?
oh,
I
I've
have,
lived
yep.
them for years.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
they're not for me. I've tried them once,
Nah.
twice. It's not
Yeah,
for me.
Depends if you
me
like
either,
sweet
like
potato,
that.
though.
And I think
Yeah,
just something in the taste that doesn't feel right.
my
I love
mother
it.
down,
I like
my
it.
mother down over the hill down there, fucking loves sweet potato fries. Me,
Yeah.
I'd much rather have a regular French fry.
Nah.
Yeah.
My
It's
mom,
It's
sister,
reward,
dad,
maybe
all of
some.
them.
I think this be
Preference.
crispy and all outside. It's just real crisp. But something is just a bit crispy. So that's
Oh.
good.
I'm about to say something that is 100% true, and if anyone disagrees with it, they're wrong. The best fries, 1,000,000% are curly fries. There's not a doubt
Yes.
in my mind.
Yes.
But
yes.
also,
Yeah, I can
I
agree
think
with
also
that. I
Yeah,
agree
waffle
with that.
fries are
yeah.
pretty good as well.
But you need
There's
to
no
have
doubt.
seasoning salt on them.
Well, obviously, otherwise it's just shit potato in a swirl. I put in
I think
put in
also some I think also waffle fries are pretty good as well.
yeah, we don't get them here, so
Waffle fries are a close second, I think. Waffle.
Yeah, for me,
spicy,
waffle fries
can
is
get
better because
spicy waffle
it's a-
fries, man.
I like waffle fries better. It's like you get the huge, very much a
And then Smiles are in third
crisp.
place.
I think the worst ones for me are like the steak. What are they? Steak cut chips or some shit? You know, the thin
Yeah,
but
yeah,
thick
steak-
ones.
Oh, the
Steak
thick
fry- yep.
ones.
They're the
Yeah.
worst. When I used to get them as a kid, I'd refuse to eat them because they were just. I don't know.
They
There was
just-
something about them.
other
That
than
just,
the
Tastes
Yeah.
after a bit.
Listen,
yeah.
they're too dry on their own, but if you have them with a nice beef gravy, they're fucking wicked.
Nah, see, the problem with those is that you'd get like 70% of them would be normally cooked. You'd get then 10% of them which were overcooked because they were tiny in comparison to the rest, so they would just
Yeah.
be really crisp. And then
Yeah.
you'd get
They were
the
the nice ones, though.
20%, and they were the ones that were too big, and so they were basically raw in the middle. So you'd
Oh,
bite in,
dude, yeah.
and you just get starched, and you'd be like, "Oh, this is ruined."
Raw potato,
I'll tell you
completely
what.
whole.
I mean,
I'll tell you what my mother used to do because she used to have buy like shoestrings, straight cuts, steak cuts. Like she had 4 or 5 different kinds of French fries in the icebox at all times. She used to put on the steak fries, but when she did, she knew that they'd all not get eaten because nobody really liked them. And she'd put on a pile of shoestrings with them. And then when she got them all cooked, she'd mix them together and serve up shoestrings and steak cuts together.
That's clever.
that's cruel to feed your son just string, isn't it? Though, you know what I mean? It's a bit weird.
Yeah.
How many shoes
Yeah,
did you have as a kid? You know what I mean? Just getting them
My-
in the lane constantly, serving you up for dinner.
Shoestring French
My-
fries, my son. Shoestring French fries. There's the little skinny ones that taste very good.
They're just French fries, I thought.
I've
My
had.
My
I've
nana
had.
used to have.
Go on. Go on. No, go on.
My nana used to have. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like a deep fat fryer, I guess, where
Yeah.
old fashioned, where you literally have to put the oil in yourself.
Oh, the little
Steel
basket.
box thing, yeah, with the basket.
Yeah, we
And
still got that.
she
Yeah.
used to cook like they were steak cut chips, but she used to cook chips every now and then, almost. But whenever we came over, it was like she would be making them because she knew that it was just like a treat, and
Yeah.
God, they were amazing.
Did she
on
do
the
it from
snack.
the potatoes as well?
Yeah, everything
That
from
those
scratch.
homemade chips are the best.
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
with
so
a bit
as
of
well.
vinegar,
Well,
a bit of salt. Oh my god,
Oh.
homemade chips are banging.
Yeah.
A deep fat fry will change your life, but it'll make you happier, but your arteries fuller. It does
Yeah.
those things immediately. We
No,
only use ours now for like halloumi fries and when we do like garlic mushrooms with a little batter on top.
Oh,
They're good. They're good. And
Spuddy,
like,
Spuddy, I'm
bad
coming
fit.
over for dinner.
yeah, you can fuck right off, mate. They're mine, okay? My halloumi fries.
Here
You touch
yeah,
them, we
you're not getting
No,
any food
no,
from
no,
that guy.
listen.
He told me if there
Listen.
was nothing in the cupboards, he would eat a raw tin of tuna. So
Yeah,
that guy
100%.
eats anything. So you're not getting nothing off him.
Okay, just to be clear,
No,
I
listen,
wouldn't pick it. If there was nothing else, I'm eating it.
listen. I'm gonna go to the store. I'm gonna buy a big old fucking basket of mushrooms. All right, the whole fucking the whole cap mushroom, man. You get the batter ready and get the fryer heated up, man. I'm on the way over, and we're gonna have a fucking feed of beer batter mushrooms, man.
I mean, I'm fine with it, but it's a long way to come for some mushrooms. I'm sure there's someone more local to you that would serve them up for you, mate. I mean, it's a long old way. Yeah, no, they're good.
See, I'm not the biggest fan of
Oh.
mushrooms. Fried mushrooms for me, and that's it. Can't eat any other kind of mushrooms. Just fried mushrooms that
What's,
you'd probably have with a fry
no,
up.
no. Hey, I can step in. Mushrooms. So it's on this. I need to look something up. But my English skills are lacking at this. I'm just gonna quickly pull.
I tell you, I went to a restaurant when I worked up on the mainland, man. It was called 17 Restaurant because it was on Highway 17. But
What an
one of the things they
imaginative
had
name.
on. Yeah. Hey man, they didn't need to be imaginative when the food was this good, man. They had fucking batter mushrooms, deep fried batter mushrooms that they used to sell. It was just the mushroom cap. What they
Oh,
used
they're
to do is
magic as well, I reckon.
no, what they used to do was they scoop out the stem and put in a fucking little bit of cheese and a jalapeno.
No,
Right?
I'm out.
And
No,
Jalapeno,
I'm
no,
out.
I'm already out. I
Yeah,
don't like
I'm out with
spice.
jalapeno too, mate.
Fried
No,
mushrooms
no, it's,
not
on
for me.
toast.
it's just a little slice of jalapeno diced up and sprinkled
care.
in with
I'm
the
out.
cheese,
Yeah.
right?
I'm
And
out.
fucking then they fucking deep fry that, and you'd have spicy fucking cheesy mushroom caps.
Nope,
Oh.
nope. But with
Not for
fried
me.
mushroom toast, it's really good. Okay, just put some your mushrooms, pick it up in the local forest, just fry them.
I've got to
From
show
From the
you
forest?
picking stuff from forests, man.
Bro, I have a forest.
How do you know it's not
Fried with
poisonous?
thinking.
You gotta be careful.
How's he still alive?
They're not that expensive that you're going to risk your life for some fucking mushrooms,
Risk
okay?
your life.
No.
You know what you're doing
Just
there,
go,
alright.
There's
go,
two
get some
running
button
trails,
ones,
okay,
alright.
in that forest. There's a bunch of maps. There's a horse racing track, sort of horse track, something like that.
Oh, so the course
You're
is
not
shadow.
gonna get lost. It's not. You aren't gonna. It's some weird, ungodly monster. It's gonna jump out of nowhere and murder you. Okay, it's completely fine.
But
I couldn't
am
be
not
bothered.
touching any
I'm
wild
tired just
mushrooms.
listening. I'd rather just nip down shop, get a packet of mushrooms,
Yeah.
done.
No, wild mushroom. No, wild mushrooms. Good. Wild mushrooms on toast.
I'm
That's
sure they're
right.
good, yeah, but unless they're like, oh my god, they're an orgasm in my mouth, I'm not risking my life for a couple of fucking mushrooms.
They've been growing around the bottom of a tree.
The homicide. I think. No, it's safe. Okay, I've been to the forest countless times. Okay, pick a mushroom.
I think you've
pick
just.
them up,
What if you've just been getting lucky?
Yeah, what if you've been high
Lucky.
this whole time because of how many mushrooms you've eaten that have been off you? I mean,
I think go and pick up.
what if we're
2 or
not
3
real? All right, what if
types of
we're not
mushrooms and
real?
just chill.
He probably could see
Yeah.
like antennas on our heads or some shit, can't he?
On
He thinks
toast.
it spells Luke.
Fried mushroom on toast. There's a bunch of stews, sauce, fried mushroom sauce. There's a bunch of good stuff. You can eat some pies.
Yeah,
If you-
but just to be clear, I'm not saying mushrooms are bad. I like mushrooms. But what I'm saying
I love
is, picking them from the garden is a risky game that I'm not willing to play.
Risky.
Well,
Hey.
listen. It's only risky if you don't know what they are.
No,
Yes.
it's
But I
fundamentally
know
risky.
what they are.
Someone
Okay.
shat on that mushroom. You wouldn't know.
you can just clean it up.
If-
It's not
if-
that
if-
hard.
Hey,
Clean.
hey, listen. If you put them there, then you know.
No, I don't
Yeah,
know
but
if birds
if-
chat on them or not.
but-
I don't know that.
Yeah, but
It's only
just
easy to
go
grow
out
a
to the
mushroom.
forest where you know there's a bunch of tree mushrooms. Just go out, find your mushroom spot where a bunch of mushrooms grows. Just
Right,
Maybe
walk
just
up,
because we're British,
pick
Spuddy.
them up in your basket, walk home, fry
Just to
them,
be
put them in
clear,
toast, freeze them, do whatever. Okay?
anyone watching or on YouTube, do not do this because if you die, it'll be on his conscience. His conscience.
Maybe I live in a safer city. It's I don't know.
No,
No,
just
the homicides. How dangerous every city. How
No.
dangerous every city is.
loads of. If you go eat blackberries from a bush, I'm okay with it. Yeah, because there isn't blackberries that can kill you. That's all I'm
Yeah,
saying.
Nightshade.
But I know which mushrooms are safe. Okay, I know which mushrooms are
I feel
safe.
like you don't know enough, Link.
Yes, I know enough. Okay.
Unless you got a guidebook, you don't know it.
Yeah,
Yes,
Yeah.
I know. Okay.
The A to Z.
I know a
mushrooms.
bunch. Okay.
Just a quick one for Dan, Phoebes, and PG Squad, obviously, because you're the UK people. On a full English, what's allowed and what's not?
Get that
Oh,
black
God.
pudding out of
Okay.
here.
This
get
is
that shit
literally
out.
my time to shine. My
Right.
English teacher
start.
back in year 8 had a massive thing. You could go whole blooming weeks without doing work with him if you asked him about hash browns.
Oh, okay.
He would go off
Okay.
that hash browns are not part of an English breakfast because they're American. There have been so many times it's like we had an English test or we had an assignment in, and someone would ask about hash browns, and he would stop what he was doing, put whatever he had in his hands down, stand up, go to the front of the class, to the front of the whiteboard, and just go off for like 45 or an hour and a half, just talking about how hash browns are not part of an English breakfast.
That man had passion.
Oh,
I respect
Yeah,
it.
do
Right.
have passion.
it's
Oh,
so
the things-
good.
The things that I would
That is
have
hilarious.
on in English, full English. Sausages. Chicken.
Fine.
Not black pudding. I wouldn't have that.
Yeah, get that shit out of here.
Hash brown.
Is that it?
Right?
Okay, so I'm gonna say some stuff now, and you're gonna go for yes or no that you would have it. All right.
Go on.
So beans, a little cup of beans. Are you allowing that?
Yeah.
You don't have to have a
Jesus,
cup. It could
yeah.
just be on fucking plate with everything else.
It's quite cool when you go to a restaurant.
Posh,
get your little
posh
cup,
git.
you know what I mean,
Oh, in a
Yeah,
little
what's wrong
fucking
cup
cup.
like?
it's a little cup, and it's like
Posh swat.
Okay, so we've allowed beans.
Yeah, close.
Eggs. Are you having fried or scrambled?
Fried.
Fried.
Scrambled on a
Can't
fry
have
up.
eggs,
Fuck
yeah.
off.
I love scrambled eggs, so I'm.
Yeah, scrambled
I-
eggs are good, but you have a fried egg to dip your toast in.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I'm not arguing.
It
Okay,
depends
yeah.
on whether or not I'm making a sandwich out of my breakfast.
Are you going for fried toast or just toast?
Fried
Just
toast.
toast.
Oh,
It's so good.
Just eat the egg boiled, okay? It's not that difficult. You just put a frying pan, fry it. Just eat
Boiled
the-
egg.
Just boiled egg.
Why are you
with
putting a boiled egg on a fry up
or
for?
salt.
No!
That's it,
What-
okay? You don't
what
need
are
to
you-
complicate
It's a
bunch of-
fry up, not a boil up.
No, you have them soldiers, otherwise you don't have them. Okay.
okay?
What are you What are you
Boiled eggs
calling
are good.
fried toast?
I'm calling bread that's cooked in oil so that it's fried.
We fry it in like fat as well, of like
Yeah.
bacon or sausages you've
Oh, yeah,
cooked.
just chuck it all
So
in.
nice.
Toast for me, just
Um,
because of the butter when it melts on the toast, obviously adds
Okay.
to it.
Okay, okay.
How
Do,
would
do you,
you-
hang on, wait. Do you usually? Okay, we only usually do that when we're making a grilled cheese.
Nah, we kind of just chuck it on.
Try it just on its own, honestly.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Another one, a grilled tomato. Are you allowing that or not?
Yeah.
Nah.
But
I-
that
I-
that
Like
differs
tomatoes, don't
people
like big
because it's
tomatoes.
either you
Yeah.
like tomatoes or you
No,
don't.
I've
Yeah.
never tried
I like
it.
a grilled
I
tomato.
never will, okay?
What
Um,
about you,
no,
Spuddy?
Oh, by the way, I'm saying yes to all of this. I don't give a fuck. Just put more on my plate. Dump it all on. Black pudding,
Yeah, true.
fried
Stupid
eggs,
question,
scrambled
really, innit?
eggs. just smother it all on. The only thing I don't like is actually, it's not I don't like, it just annoys me, is having beans on your plate because of the fact that they get cold quite quickly. I don't eat them quick. They're not my first thing that I'm going for. I'm going for, your meats at that point and your good stuff. So they get cold, and then cold
Bro,
beans.
that's one reason why I eat my fry up in like world record speed, because of the beans that go cold.
Yeah, for sure.
Just remove the beans then.
Hey, buddy, Danny, listen, you guys, you might get looked at like you fucking kind of half mental because it's not the way you guys really like to eat shit. But me and me old man, fucking, we like what we call cornucopia flavors. So we'll take shit that's supposed to be like a meal that you sit down and eat, right? Like, you know how you sit down, you got like your steak and your potatoes, your corn, your carrot, your fucking your broccoli, right? Like it's all separate on the plate, right? What I like to do is take me fork and mash all that shit up and just mix it all together and smother it in gravy.
You might as well put it in a fucking blender. Drink it.
Sorry. What you do is you mush it all together, you make a brown sludge, and then you just eat it in your mouth.
Yeah.
You make baby food, basically.
Love it.
Brown sludge.
Oh, man. But no, listen. That flavor, though, if that's like what, like, say, a hot dinner. But, like, say, for breakfast, when, like, you sit down, you have, like, your bacon, your eggs,
the cereal
your
on the fry up.
No, I'm not going that far. No, listen, wet food stays wet. Don't get me wrong. Fucking.
Oh, that's the line, is it?
Fucking. I'm talking about you sitting down for just like your plate of breakfast. You got your bacon, your eggs, your toast, your beans, whatever, right? Instead of sitting down and having your toast and dipping your toast in your little bit of egg or whatever, I don't know how to fuck you
Instead of enjoying your food.
What I do is I'll take me toast, I'll take me egg, me bacon, fucking slap the other piece of toast down on top of it, fucking a little bit of whatever I got on my plate goes on the toast. And I make a big fucking sandwich out of it. And that's how I eat my breakfast.
Those are different things. Making a sandwich out of stuff, I'm fine with. Getting it all, putting it in the middle of the plate, and then going mush, 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 mush.
That's more efficient, okay? Everything you mix anyway.
No.
It's more time efficient.
I don't give a fuck, Link, okay? I'm not that busy.
Listen. What it is for me, the biggest thing for me is I don't like turnip, like a cooked turnip. I don't like that on its own. Right? I don't. Right? On its own, separate from everything. I don't like cooked turnip. Right? But if I takes that turnip and I mashes it up with me carrot, me potato, and all that, and then that flavor all mixed together, the turnip puts a zing on everything else, and it fucking like bit of salt and pepper on it, and it's called a mash.
And eat the meal. Do you know what I mean?
It's called Newfie mash. All right. It's a very popular way to eat your food here on the island.
Yeah, it is with children. Yeah.
No, man, they're fucking grown men, man.
This isn't prison, okay? You don't have to just a gruel and eat that.
That person needs to come down.
It ain't. Listen, man, it's not a gruel, really, when everything that goes into it is cooked fucking perfect. Like, you got your fucking...
Yeah, and then you ruin it. You're literally ruining it by just shucking it all together, making it into a big fucking mash, and then just spooning that. You don't see Michelin-star restaurants being like, right, I've got a taco here. I'm just going to squish all that together.
I'm not talking with every fucking food. I don't make a fucking paste out of everything. I'm talking about with just these. I'm talking about with this fucking. I'm talking about with a specific fucking plate of food, like your hot fucking cooked dinner. You got your fucking veggies. your potatoes, your corn, your carrots, your turnips.
Power paste.
I just don't get it, mate. What I would do in your scenario is if there's one thing I don't like, remove that from your plate and just enjoy the food as it is. If you want to mix and match, you want those flavours together, what you do with your fork is you go, I'll have a little bit of you, and a little bit of you, and a little bit of you, and then I'll put it in my mouth.
Maybe this
Yeah,
isn't
But
enough
the thing,
room
hey,
on the fork.
hey, Spuddy. The thing is, though, my way. I don't listen. My way. I gotta take me. I don't need to go a little bit of you and a little bit of you and a little. No,
Dream.
listen. I takes all of me veggies, right? I mixes them up. I leaves me cabbage off to the side, right? Mixes everything else up. I'll take a fucking leaf of cabbage, a spoonful of mash, and a big piece of fucking cooked chicken or whatever, or cooked steak, right? I'll put that on there and I'll fucking spear it through with the fork and
That's fine. Though that's a normal way someone eats food.
Stop
What you
discussing how we
started-
eat.
So I just got
Okay.
You started this with, I get all that food and I go, that's not normal, okay?
no, I don't fucking mash it all up and then slam me faces. I'm not fucking animal.
Stop, guys, okay?
My
This was a civil
God!
discussion, okay?
You two are dicks.
That's what we had the issue with. We had the issue with you just went, I've got this lovely plate of food that someone was taking hours of their time to make. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it all in the
Listen.
center. Mash, eat that. That was
How's
what
it,
we had the issue
Buddy?
with.
Buddy, just to clarify what I'm fucking getting at with, there's an 80% chance that Mother is cooking a hot Sunday dinner this weekend.
Yeah.
All right? I will do you the favor of taking a picture of my plate of food before I fucking does what I does and after I does what I does. And you
It
can
starts
fucking...
off colourful, it ends up grey. Okay?
Oh my god.
Yeah, just to be clear, I'm fine with you eating a little bit of everything all on one spoon. That's how normal people eat. Okay, we just had the issue with the just ramming it all together and then going from there. That was debatable.
No, like I don't fucking throw the meat in. I don't throw the fucking leafy veggies in. Like you gotta leave that separate because it just doesn't go well with it. Like cabbage paste isn't good. Carrot paste, fucking.
Stop
I've
using
never
that word
heard of
paste.
Yeah, a sentence no
What?
one's ever heard.
Let's stop discussing how we eat food, okay? It's not
Only
important.
Only
Right.
food.
I
Please,
don't like
okay?
cabbage paste.
I'm going to go for a quick wee, by the way. You got to carry
Stop.
on.
Can we move on to the next topic?
Okay.
So no one explodes. Okay, thank
We
you.
just literally for 30 minutes solid had them two doing a verbal boxing match about whether their food, Alpha's food's mushy or not.
Oh
I
god.
don't even understand
It's
what
not-
happened.
It's not even really mushy. It's just fucking. I mashed my veggies.
I can't get the image out of my head of like, I don't know, a business person just getting like last night's Sunday dinner, putting it in a blender, just blending it up, and then just having that as like a smoothie. Yeah, that's my like flipping sustenance for the day.
Oh,
Oh,
Right. Next
Oh.
topic.
oh imagine the gag reflex.
actually giving me. I might try that.
What?
God, please don't.
What? Phoebe, what have you... Oh my god.
Oh,
I'll
I've created
tag you. I'll tag you in the picture of me with a straw in the blender.
No, please don't. It's just some brown glop in a cup. Spuddy, you've missed it.
missed that then.
Go on.
We are expecting in the coming days for Alpha to take a picture of his food blended up in a glass with a straw.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. But then he'd justify it by having a little bit of pot of cabbage on the side because he's not an animal. I mean, he has the cabbage salad going.
Discussing food, okay? It's not an important social It's not important. It's a podcast.
Link, none of this is essential. I'll be honest with you.
I love how passionate the
What the
Spuddy
fuck
got
is
about the
essential,
way
dude?
he eats
Toilet
his
paper?
food.
Yeah.
I was baffled.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
not gonna lie.
Phoebe's eighth grade
I-
English teacher.
We must have some other topics, Dan. All right, let's get off this.
Yeah.
Before
Move on.
I was letting you two roll with it. You've been talking for a solid 30 minutes about Alpha's brown mushy paste.
God, can we have this like tagged in like the YouTube video from like where it starts to where it ends as like the brown mushy debate or something?
The brown mushy
How the
debate.
whole
Yeah.
I'm gonna
course
do
of the
that when it's
podcast.
uploaded. I'm gonna put a timestamp in the comments where we're just
How
talking
not to
about.
eat food. There's your title for the
Yeah,
fucking video.
I'm gonna name it "How Not to Eat Food."
I don't even. My brain just. I
God.
don't even know. Well, the only other topic I had,
Okay.
but you two might as well keep talking about mush. The only other topic I had was what would you do if money wasn't an option?
That's a good one. That's a good one. Right, go on.
Vibe.
Other people survive.
Spuddy would probably get Alpha eating lessons.
In what way? Dan, in what way? I want in what way if money was not an option.
What would you
in
do if money
way?
weren't an option? What would you do right now if money wasn't
Your
an option?
bank's full. Okay, so your bank.
I would get up my
I'm
ass,
booking an holiday.
get starting building some action. Start building maybe
I'm getting
building
out of
some
Preston for 2
furniture that I
weeks.
can
Fuck it.
Trade for food.
So,
If money, if
Go on.
money wasn't an option for me right now, I would reshingle the other half of my roof. I would jack up my basement. I would fucking build a piece on my house. I would pave the driveway. I'd fucking like. There's so much I would fucking do if money wasn't an object right now. Like
You transform your house
after.
then.
can I?
Oh fuck. Oh fuck yeah. New
Let's
siding. Fucking new patio.
let's redo this question then. Yeah. Sorry, I know that obviously that everyone answered, but let's redo this question of. You get paid the same amount of money, whatever job you do. You have to work from 9 to 5 every day. Okay. So what job are you picking at that point? It can't be streaming before Dan finds the loophole. Alright.
Okay, does the OnlyFans count?
Wait, what do you get paid?
You get paid the same
same,
amount. So you
everything.
get paid, let's say, 100,000 a year. It's a blanket fee, but you get to pick the job that it is. Okay.
So your
I probably-
motivation is
I'd
what drives you to
probably
any
be an
job.
entertainer, you know.
An entertainer.
My tips are either a teacher or some job that I don't have to do anything. I sit around, maybe sit on a server, maybe sit on a server maintenance on a really good service. Maybe sit on my back the entire day, being lazy.
I feel like a librarian would be a good job for that.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't have to do.
Quiet,
You
though.
see, you don't have to do anything.
No, but you'd hate your life. You'd be bored.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really struggling with this
Yeah.
because I don't know what I would
You
say.
already got your dream job.
No, but
Yeah.
if this wasn't a thing, or it all collapsed and crashed and burned, for example, I wouldn't even know what kind of, say, career path I'd want to go down. Like,
See,
I'm on
in
the
this dream
fence. I don't
scenario-
know.
in this dream scenario, I think I'd try and do something like like a hospital radio or something like that, because
that's cool.
obviously, as you know, talk quite a bit. So I could that could be part of my day to day. Also enjoy music, and it would be like for a relatively good cause as well. So I think like I'd justify it as that. Whether they'd have me or not, different question. But, you know,
Linking on from Spud, I'd probably do something in music because I don't know. I'm doing university and college and stuff because I know music's a hard like career path to go down. You know,
Yeah.
there's so many bands that just don't make it. You know, so you need something to sort of fall back on, even whilst trying to do music or whatever.
Yeah, I think as far as if music can be a hobby, you can have as a hobby. So have a normal 9 to 5 job, and when your music pays your bills on its own, you can go on to be a
Yeah.
full-time
And
music.
that's what I'm
That's
hoping.
for any hobby. Streamer, it can be woodcrafter, artist, anything. Have a job until the hobby is self-sufficient.
Oh, I'll have to have a look
Can
at this.
have can make so you can pay bills and live a life.
Yeah,
You
can
know
I
what I mean?
say?
I know what
'Cause
I'd
I'm
want to
doing-
be. Sorry, go on.
massive-
Pepsi
Go
Squad.
on.
I just had an epiphany. No, I wouldn't mind being a movie editor.
Oh, that's actually
Ooh.
not a bad shout.
I kind of
Yeah.
know what I do with editing. I know it's so much more advanced making a film, but you can learn. And I think that'd be dope to edit
It'd be
together
cool to
films.
use, though, yeah.
Like,
Danny,
Let Pikachu finish his point, okay?
oh,
Sorry.
I'm sorry,
Triage,
Pikachu.
yeah.
No, I'm sorry, Pikachu. Go right ahead.
So I did performing arts in college, and I was thinking because the person I had an interview a couple of weeks ago with the talking about what I want to do like for the next step in my life. And they thought I should be an entertainer because I'm good working with children, and like entertainers they do stuff with performing arts like singing, dancing, acting. So I think that's what I'd want to do.
Man, go for it.
Rate that.
Yeah.
That's big.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a hard career path, man. But if that's what you want to fucking do, man, go for it and go for it hard.
I think
Don't.
the-
It's gonna be hard. You're gonna have to work to make a name for yourself to get the good jobs. But like, if you want to be an entertainer, man, go for it. The only question is, what type of entertainment do you want to do? Do you want to do comedy, theater, movie,
professional clown.
street
Probably not a
performer,
clown.
fucking magician? Like, there's so many career paths you can do just through the entertainment industry. It's phenomenal, right? Like,
I'm not sure with that one.
Third member of Ant and Deck.
And and Deck and Pikachu.
Yeah, there you go. Smashed it. Right, that hasn't answered, by the way. So actually, no, it did, but you've edited. Ignore me. Carry on. Sorry. I thought Dan
Yeah.
was avoiding it then.
no, I was sat here thinking really long and hard, and what do I do? Say like what I do enjoy doing, sitting at my desk and whatnot, and what do I enjoy that's not streaming, but something that's quite up there. I
Would
think that-
you want to work on your own or in a team?
on my own?
On your own, so you'd have no interaction throughout the day, really.
Mm,
Or would you
So
want?
little editor.
Would you want to be a case where you're an editor, but people still come to you and they're giving you the stuff, and you can still have chat and whatnot?
yeah, I
Or
wouldn't want
would
to
you
just
wanna try
lock
and-
away in a room. And I think if they're work colleagues, you know them really, don't you? So they're
Yeah.
not just complete strangers, are they? So I probably could work in a team if I just got to know the people. That won't bother me. But I think it'd be a good challenge as well, because you don't want to do the same methodical thing in a job, and as well, it's not repetitive. I get bored at repetitive jobs. I used to have a job where I used to sit at a fucking small little exam desk, and I used to put stickers on the binders of library books, day after day after day after day. So
Wow.
I
I can see I
quit
get
because
bored.
I don't like methodical, repetitive jobs. And if I was say like a movie editor, it's different all the fucking time. I wouldn't get bored.
There's
He
different
says,
movies
searching the
out
same shiny for 7 days in a row.
I
We're
just
talking
love
a
the
different
fact that
scenario.
I'm just loving the fact that Mr. Shiny Hunter over here
Yeah.
is sitting here saying that he hates fucking
Variety is the.
no, he hates monotonous, repetitive jobs. What is more
Yeah.
monotonous and repetitive than
Yeah,
knocking out the same fucking Pokemon over and over and over and over and over and being like, yeah, I got a different colored one.
Fuck you.
Just
Because it's fun.
Yeah.
I know, but it's
This
just
is not
funny.
funny, dude.
Assholes.
Yeah.
It's
Yes,
not the
would you
same
like
as
to
putting
be a-
stickers on a library book, though.
No,
No,
it's
Dan,
not.
would you-
I know. It's just the fucking
I have a question
comparison.
here. You like to China? Would you like to put stickers on books? But there's a chance that the book will be special. Hey, and there's no more red books. There might be a blue book here and there. Would you like to do it then, day after day, putting stickers on books?
No.
If there's a chance a blue
No.
book will come.
No, fuck the books. I liked it at first because I got my little OCD fix, and I'd take my time and make sure the sticker was straight, and it was like so many far away from the bottom, and same for the see-through transparent sticker to put over the top of it. But then I wasn't meeting the amount of books per day, so I had to kind of like start sticking them on faster, even if it was wonky. So now I understand when I used to go look at a library book, the stickers were like all wonky and shit. I fucking understand now. You've got so many books you got to do per day. And yeah,
Yeah.
nah, not for me. And you weren't allowed
It-
to put headphones in and listen to music.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there was no music because
If you
apparently
have-
my
use your
boss
headphones in.
said, as each song goes by, it makes he doesn't like it because time goes slower because a song's 3 to 4 minutes and it makes the workday feel slower.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
why
but
you weren't
sitting
allowed
there in
music.
silence, though. Oh, 10
No
out
way.
of 10.
And we weren't really allowed to
That's
talk
good.
to each other until next break.
That guy doesn't have ADHD.
No,
That shit
True.
was horrible.
yeah.
For
Yeah, I
someone
think
with
How long
like
do you have?
for a mind like mine, fucking music or like a constant flow. Even if it is music, just fucking if I'm listening to music and sitting there vibing, man, fucking. I look
Yeah,
up
yeah.
at the fucking clock, man, and hey, man, it's been 4 fucking hours and I haven't fucking
Yeah,
like
it changed. That would have changed my experience of the
Yeah.
shift, but
Right?
no,
But-
it was dead.
Even for me, all I need is something
And
that. See, I need sound in my ears. It could be just some. I like
Even
to
an
listen to
audio
lo-fi
book
because
or a podcast
yeah,
or something.
maybe something that isn't. I like to listen to lo-fi because it isn't. You not have to focus on the lyrics. You just have to listen to the beats. And
man,
if you
said
if you
audiobook.
focus for a half an hour, it's fine. You haven't missed any important things or whatever. Hand gestures.
I want to propose a topic here now because you just said audiobook and I got a good answer for this. But I want to know what everybody's favorite audiobook is.
Never listened to one.
Never listened to one.
I've never listened to one either.
I've listened to one,
I read
in my
books, but I
entire
haven't
life.
listened to them.
I've read
but
loads
I'm
of
not
books
an
when I was younger.
audiobook
Yeah,
listener.
I used to love reading books.
I read loads of books,
saved-
all 5 of them. All right.
Fuck off! I read more than what you think, mate. Pipe down, yeah.
I've
I
read
used to
Mr.
enjoy
Min
reading.
1, Mr. Min, Mr. Bump, Mr. Happy. All right.
This guy, man.
Oh, I have
He's
like almost
absolute
all the
today.
Mr. Ben books
And, like,
actually.
you're
I think I still do.
sideways. But at least for
Well,
me.
Oh, Alpha Sideways.
Yeah.
Go sideways, Alpha.
Oh, he's gotta go.
All right, no worries, man.
No,
See you
no,
later.
I'm just gonna hit decline. I'm just gonna hit decline for right now. She knows.
Okay.
She knows what's on the go.
Oh,
She
it's
knows it's Friday night. It's podcast night. Like I'm in this. Fucking.
it's a bold move. Oh, it's a
So,
bold
Spuddy,
move.
have you done an audio book then? Well,
Have
listen
I
to
done
one.
one? Nah,
you've
I've not read one personally. I mean, I've got a lot of offers, but didn't. Books tend to read. I've done a lot of podcasts, but that's about it. I haven't done any audio books now. I felt just because I don't really have I don't have like periods of the day to do them because with work I've got calls constantly, so I can't be popping in and out of them. It'll just get confusing, and then I don't go for a lot of long walks or anything because I'm lazy. And then if I've got a couple of hours free, I'd rather just stick a podcast on and like listen to that basically. And if I'm reading, I'm just reading the book because it's easier. Because you just put a bookmark in and go from there.
I used to read a
Listen to
lot.
a pod-
Go on.
Yeah. The reason I don't.
Listening to a podcast, technically, if you're doing something out, and just pop on the IamDJKast on and just listen to that.
Listen to the sound of my own voice.
No, when you're on
Listen
top
to
of
my voice.
listening to podcasts when I walk, I only listen to music while I'm outside most because these are my crap only headphones I can show you. Extremely crappy. I think 2 years old at this point. Really bad. I don't have any. When I buy, I haven't had them. They ain't gonna fit. So if I get the AirPods, sure, they will listen to more. That's much more music while I'm outside.
AirPods are a pain in the ass, mate. I got like a fake pair, and what happens is that as soon as they run out of charge, you just forget they exist for the next 6 weeks because you just look at them and you go, "I'll sit there and charge in a bit," and then you forget. And
In a
then
bit,
1
never
week goes by.
comes.
Yeah, exactly. Or you
I've
do
done
stick them on
that.
charge, you forget about that. It's a nightmare.
Something I wanted to ask before we move into the podcast was, it's a weird question, but does anyone else have like a sort of internal monologue, but of just music? Almost constantly. Unless I'm like really focused on something where it like doesn't happen, but say in school, walking between lessons, even in lessons, during tests, whatever, music almost constantly.
No, I don't compose in my head. I'll be
No,
honest.
not
Like,
really.
it's not even like new songs, it's like songs I've heard before. And
Not
your brain just like remembers them and then plays them to you.
I just sing songs in my head. Personally, I just sing
Yeah,
songs in my head.
for me.
Yeah.
It's not quite like music's always playing in my head. It's like as soon as I hear certain fucking like phrases, then I'll kick into that like part of the song. Like
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there'll be
Like,
something like someone will say like a certain like little short something, and it'll trigger like a
Yeah.
song, and then
Yeah,
you'll start singing that in your head.
But, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
if I'm just saying-
Lydia's in chat has actually agreed with you, Phoebe. She's exactly the same. She's just asked as well, anybody ever get goosebumps from certain music? And there is
Yes.
for me, but
God.
there's not
Yeah.
many.
Yeah.
No, I never don't think about that.
There's
If I
certain
have,
songs for
I'll
sure.
answer no. No.
the
There's,
wings of a snow white dove gives me fucking chills every time I hear it. And it's not for any fucking it's not for any reason related to the song. It's just that it was the song that was played at my grandmother's fucking funeral.
Oh,
fair enough.
I got
Right.
that as well.
Fair
Right.
enough.
So like other than that, I can't really relate to that particular feeling, but I get fucking willies every time I hear that song just because of like that memory and shit like that.
Yeah.
Right?
Your brain
Yeah.
associate that song with the feeling
Spuddy,
of
what was that
your dead
giggle?
grandma.
Well, because I know my one song that makes me have a reaction like that, that's like visceral and like, something that's outside. But it's because the song is, do you know the song Afterglow by Wilkinson? It's like, I'm ready for the afterglow.
Yes.
That one.
Yep.
Yeah. And the reason is because that was a night
That's such a
where,
good tune.
and that song played on like repeat that night, and I was off my face. And so that gives me chills in terms of I remember how off my face I was. That's the only song that does it. There's no other song that makes me feel like emotional in that respect. But that one, if I heard that, I like revert back to that moment, and then all of a sudden I get.
When you
I
was
think
off
it's
your
like.
tits.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but it's like an embarrassment thing. It's like, oh no, I was bad then. Oh no.
Does anyone know the song? What is it? Fields of Gold. It's played a lot like funerals and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I listen to that song. Literally makes me cry. It played at both my nana's funeral and then also at someone I knew who died very young. And yeah, it just fucking like, I don't know, armor piercing bullet. It just goes straight through me.
Never been to a funeral, I'll say that. So I can't
Yeah,
share that
me too.
experience.
It is
Lucky guy,
fucking
mate.
depressing.
Lucky guy.
Yeah.
It's not something
Yeah,
I want
I
to tick
know.
off the list neither, Jesus. I've been to
Me
2
neither.
weddings. I'll
No.
tell you one thing. My first wedding was a lesbian wedding as well. And do you know what?
Oh.
It was fucking
Wow.
amazing. It didn't, like some people, like the haters out there, will judge that as something terrible, and it'll be different to say like a woman and a man getting married. But dude, it was so. I fucking cried when they was fucking reading the vows to each other like every other dickhead in the fucking aisle. I was like, what the fuck am I doing?
Damn.
Yeah, like
Why
Beauty
am
and the
I
Beast playing.
emotional?
Yeah, I was
Man.
emotional when they were saying all
Why am I
lovey-dovey shit to each other, and I'm like, why am I crying? But
Why
it was
am
that
I feeling
beautiful.
Felix?
So that was my first thing, and I've never, like I said, I've just never been to a funeral, and hopes to God I don't, even though I know I will
Well,
one day.
Yeah.
Well, I
Unless you die tomorrow, mate. Not touch wood. Yeah, I mean.
unfortunately I actually participated. Like I went one step further. I wasn't.
I jumped in the coffin.
I didn't attend the funeral. I helped fucking turn the crank and lowered the coffin into the ground. I put it on straps like I was a pallbearer. Fucking.
Yeah, I've done that as well. It's not easy. I'll be honest. It's
No.
not nice.
That was only there 2 months ago when my grandpa passed.
Sorry to hear, mate. Sorry to hear. Yeah, especially it's difficult when they're a big lump as well. My
Yeah.
my uncle passed away, and he was a kid like 20 odd stone, like when he passed away. And yeah, there were 8 of us on it, and we were all buckling.
Back's nearly giving out.
Yeah, it's one of those where you got to laugh in that moment as well. Like, obviously, we're all upset and whatnot, but as we're all like,
surreal, isn't it?
just all of us when we're bracing to get out of the car, we're like, oh fuck, oh Jesus, you know what I mean? And obviously, as I said, it's like a sad moment and whatnot, but it's nice to have those like funny memories from that as well at the same time.
Kind of adds a little bit of light to the darkness, doesn't it?
Exactly,
Stuff like that.
yeah.
I'm gonna have to show my fucking Americanism here a little bit, but you're gonna have to translate for me because I'm a little rusty on my conversions. But what's stone to pound?
£14 to a stone. But by the way, stone is also stone and pounds are just how it works in general. So if you were to say
£280.
Oh, was it? Oh fuck yeah! Ignore me then. Sorry.
£280 he weighed Alpha.
No. Because like 20 stone. So if you just say 20 stone, I say 20 stone £5, isn't it?
Well, it says
Yeah.
here multiply the mass
Was it
value
ounces
by
or
14.
pounds?
Oh, I just
Yeah.
googled it.
But I feel like pounds is also imperial as well. Pounds, because if you're talking metric, it's kilograms.
It's on
Isn't
about
it? Grams.
metric, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I don't
But
know.
see, yeah, no, like we use kilograms here mainly as our main unit.
We do that.
So
Apart from weight, actually, yeah. To be fair, weight's the only thing that we don't really do it on, do we? We use
No,
stones.
That's 127 kilograms. If that
and
helps.
we
Big boy.
use we use pounds usually for like human weight, but kilograms for like produce weight. It's fucking weird.
Yeah. I've heard that.
But but at the same time, when I was in high school, I used to wrestle in fucking, I think it was the 40 kilogram weight class, right?
Oh.
Like the weight classes on the wrestling teams were in kilograms, but like at the same time, you everyday weight, you jump on the scales, like, oh yeah, I'm 150 pounds, I'm 180 pounds, fucking whatever, like.
It was stone for us.
But like at the same time, I'm not sure if these also actually go together if they're cross-systemed. But we use ounces as a divination of pound.
Yeah, I think that's all just metric. I'm pretty sure, not metric, imperial. So I think it goes ounces, pounds, and then stone after that. Stone's just the one up from pounds.
Okay,
I
see,
have
I'm not
no fucking clue.
I'm not familiar with stone. To me,
Shock.
stone to me is the same as when they say 4 score. I'm like, score is what?
Who says that?
I'm talking about like old English shit, like what Abe Lincoln was getting at. 4 score is 70 years in the past. Blah, blah, blah.
I thought someone like recently was talking like that. I was like, nah, you time traveled.
No. No. But like score in time is the same thing to me as stone. Like I've heard it before, but I'm not familiar on what unit of measurement it breaks up.
Fuck knows. To be honest.
I want to know who's here next week.
As far as I know,
I'm-
I am.
Like roughly the same
Probably.
time.
24/7.
Probably.
Just
Well,
because I'm tempted, right, to spice things up a bit for next week and get you all to learn a new skill and show it off next week.
If I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna forget those.
No, you just have to find a new skill, learn it, and show it what it is. As crappy as it is.
But I'm gonna forget it. I'm gonna do it in tomorrow morning. But if I
And
find time,
Spuddy
I'm
will
gonna do it.
remember to do his raw section, won't you, Spuddy?
That's a skill. That's a skill. I'm learning to do
That's a
that,
skill.
so,
Fuck off.
yeah.
But
Fuck off.
So if
If
you
I'm
lot are going to
gonna
be back
aim for a
again next
skill-
week,
Fuck off.
What do you
then I want you all
from
to
me,
learn
man?
a skill, no matter how little it is. I want you to learn something new and show it off next week.
Could learning a skill be like learning a new song?
It's gonna be a tough week for me. I got Robin this week.
Oh, I just
but
can't.
for me,
I'll be honest.
Well, when
I
I came up with the idea, well, I didn't come up with the idea. Google did, but when I seen it, I was like, oh, I might just learn a fucking sentence in a different language or
But-
some shit. That's
but
not a
for-
new
for
skill, right?
me,
Now you got to juggle. I
it's
reckon,
gonna be up because I
Fuck
have
off.
a.
I
we
can
should-
only do two, and that's not even juggling.
guys, I reckon we should. focus
But for me, I'm probably gonna forget because I have pretty much the polishing.
Everyone's got to learn how to
on a
twerk next week.
the college
already done it.
project that's due on Sunday.
How's it-
Then I have
how's
a
a
new
what?
project.
Twerk?
Yeah.
I have a bunch of school projects, so I'm
You
probably
trust-
not gonna find any time
Danny.
to.
Yeah,
You-
let
I
me-
ain't twerking.
It's fair enough, mate. It's fair enough.
Danny, you don't want me to learn to twerk, sweetie.
Get banned, mate. It'd be too
Directed
sexual.
it.
Bit too sexual. Right?
Yeah.
Get banned from Switch. I'll be honest. I don't know if I can be asked. Mate. I reckon if we.
You're a lazy shit, though. That's
I
your
reckon
problem.
I
I'm
will do
fucking
it.
lazy, and I'm willing to try.
I will do it, but if we need
I'm
to,
not gonna forget it, so
we need to pick.
better give
your-
it a try.
Nah,
I
fuck
reckon-
I'm
off.
gonna have to search something up on what.
Why
to
is that a
do.
deal?
Because that's what I've decided. I think that you can't just spout bollocks at us and be like, "You've got to do this for next week."
Yeah.
Why do we have to? Why?
It's a new skill. It's fun.
Singing high count as a
But
skill.
pick a new skill. That's fun then.
No, I think that
Fuck
no,
you.
I think that if we're gonna be learning a new skill,
That we should pick
I
is.
think that we should take the following week to fucking allow the comment section to decide
Yeah.
what skill we
No,
learn.
no.
Yeah, that's fine.
What if we all learned
No.
the same skill and we got to see who does the best of it?
All right.
Yeah,
Check.
that's what I was saying. Let the comment section decide down below
Oh no.
what skill we learned, and next week we
My
My
decide
friends are gonna be
based
dicks.
on the number of
No.
fucking.
Yeah, play.
So,
If anyone can do that for me.
Alpha. Let me tell you this. My friends are gonna watch the podcast on YouTube. They're gonna be absolute dicks about it, and they're gonna fucking suggest some fucking bullshit.
What is
Well,
it is?
if that's the case, then that's the case. But whatever
It is
comment
what
gets
it
the
is.
most likes by next week, when we record the next week's episode, then that's the skill that we learn. And the following week after that, we'll display our fucking progress.
I reckon that people
What
should
if there
vote
are no comments?
even,
If there's
What-
no
what?
comments, then
for you to
fucking-
learn how to shave your eyebrows off. I think you should learn
That's
how to
not
do
a
that.
skill. I know how to shave.
That's not a
Fuck
skill.
you.
That's a fucking punishment.
It's fucking funny though. So
punishment.
No, what is funny is your
Hmm.
fucking sideburns. Oh no, wait, what sideburns? And on that note, chat, we're going to wrap up the podcast. We'll see you next week. Thank you very much for watching.
Great ending, though.
And we'll see you all next time. Bye, everyone.
Uh,
bye.